Hello, adventurers. My name is Maximus, and I'll be your dungeon master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the third episode of Campaign 2 of Caches and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons & Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by our amazing cast of Bunny Dreadful, Mac and Cheese Please, Nita Nikolic, Virtual Spectre, and moves like Jagger from the GGN crew. Happy Friday, y'all.
That's us.
Yeah, so excited.
Yeah, that's us.
Happy Saturday from the future time.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, you're cutting in on my territory.
I had to go into work.
Future.
When I go into work on Fridays, I panic if I'm going to get home in time, even though I leave at 2 and I know I have plenty of time to get home. But I'm like, what if there's traffic and I don't make it home?
I have that feeling too. Yeah.
What if there's 3.5 hours of traffic and I can't make it?
Honestly, though, maybe.
Oh man, that would be terrible.
It is CA.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we have some exciting news. I don't know if you all saw in the chat or not, but we hit our 1,000 YouTube subscribers.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. So we are one step closer.
The chicken soup.
That's right.
Problem. Whatever.
Professional YouTubers.
Wow. Wow,
famous
Mac.
in Minecraft.
No, I'm like, you're welcome. Like, I did you the favor. No.
Jeez.
Wow.
Oh
I'm
boy.
kidding. I'm
Tonight's
kidding.
gonna
Mac's
be
character
good.
dies tonight.
Mac, do you have a backup character?
Listen, I was like super in work mode, took my ADHD medication, and then my best friend called me and talked to me forever. And then I just felt I had no more motivation to do anything. So it's
Done.
Friday
That's what you
and I
tell
don't
me.
Yeah.
fucking
Okay.
care. Let's go. No.
Yeah. Now you're going to roll some
Ooh, let's
dice,
party.
beat up some
Now
bandits.
We're sassy and doing
We're
whatever.
fighting bandits.
Sassy Mac. Also, our podcast is now over 2,600 plays. So I think we had over 100 plays last week too. So thank you all for
my
listening.
gosh.
Hey.
Thank you all for listening
People
to
be
our
getting
podcast.
swole. Listen to that
thank you,
podcast.
Swole friends. Let's do it.
Yes.
You can't see I have long sleeves.
Trust me, they're
Trust
there.
me,
I
it's
see.
there.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
entire sleeve is my arm.
Thank you, listeners, viewers, and just everyone. Yeah.
Thanks everybody. The
And
whole
you know
world.
what? If you're here by accident, thank you too.
Thanks anyway.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Aside from that, our other programming, scheduled programming, Toma Knowledge is on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific with me and Virtual Spectre and Moves Like Jagger, and we talk about all kinds of D&D fun stuff. And then we have art streams with Bun on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific time, where she does
Yep.
art of all the
We
D&D
missed
variety.
this Tuesday, but I'll be back next Tuesday. I forgot I had a work thing. I apologize.
Yeah, we'll just blame her job.
Huh?
We'll just blame them. It's your job's
Yeah.
fault.
Work comes
It is
first.
their fault.
Mm-hmm.
Patch Day Tuesdays. I can't control that, but I should have known.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
How
did.
how dare you work and not talk about D&D, not do D&D art?
Oh shoot. Okay, I'm
Patch Day
sorry.
on Catholic Tuesdays. Mm-mm.
I know. And look, see, it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Also, just once again, thanks everyone for subscribing on YouTube. We also watch some of our other shows. We still need some watch hours before we get monetized, but I think we have a really good lineup of content. We've got some very awesome time-lapse videos of some of Bun's art that are out there. Just some very nice, soothing music as well.
Moobs put those together for us, and they're really cool. Like, if you just want to zone out, listen to some chill music, and watch me draw at 5,000 speed. Yeah.
And then
pretty
you
cool.
can watch the 1-minute versions on our
Mhm.
TikTok on Saturdays.
Mhm.
Yep. Indeed. Also, you didn't know, we have a Patreon. And with our Patreon, you'll get early access to all of our podcast episodes. All of them. So anything like Out of Combat, Toma Knowledge, or just the podcast version of the campaign episode, all early. And there's even a tier we'll let you create an NPC with me that will be in this very world that we're about to play in. But if you don't know why we do Patreon, it's we do that to support the channel with cool maps, awesome music, that sort of thing. So if that's one great way to support us, if you so choose. It keeps the channel going and keeps us having more cool things to show you. Because you should definitely pay the artists.
Expensive, y'all.
I think you're telling me. You're telling me. I'm like, okay, I need to find some ocean maps now. Very different from last session
You
when I
heard
was like,
him.
I need to find some snow maps. in
You heard it.
campaign
If you
1.
like the cool ocean maps, if you like those fancy maps, support the channel because
Yeah.
that's where it goes.
Also, if you want to come in and hang out with us and just talk about, I mean, literally anything you want to, come hang out in our Discord. And then you can find all of those links at castresandcantrips.com. If you don't want to look in the chat or the description, you can remember those words. But aside from that, what was that?
I was gonna say, it's if each and every one of you went to our YouTube channel and just opened up the stream and muted it, that counts towards watch hours.
Clicked on the
So-
like button.
Mm-hmm.
Click the like button, help us in the algorithm. Just have that page open, and you continue watching on Twitch, or you can watch on YouTube too. Like, I'm just saying, it would really help your local, organic, grass-fed podcast, Cancers and
Only
Cantrips D&D group.
you can stop ocean fires. I mean, only you can start ocean fires.
No. But you should listen to Matt because she's really smart. She
I
has all
try
the
to be
knowledge.
smart sometimes.
She's a
And here,
professional YouTuber.
I'll do all the work for you. The link is in the chat. You just gotta click it, man. The work
Click
is
the link,
done. You
like,
don't even
and
have to
subscribe.
search.
Max will have to fix that, but
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
thank
that's
you.
okay.
robot.
Yeah.
That was me. I fixed it. I was the robot there. But anyway,
Mhm.
without any further ado, let's go ahead and get settled in for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips. Our story last left off with the wayward crew sailing away from the hostile harbor of Rosadon. As the group pondered their next move, Taj and Azric wondered what secrets they could uncover in their previous captain's rudder that they now possessed. However, with their former Captain Marius being a formidable arcane spellcaster, the group found it prudent to seek the help of someone that could disable its magical trap safely. Hayden suggested the help of Soraya, a priestess of the Lightsmith in Linares. In agreement, the party set forth towards the island. During their travels, the crew came across a derelict ship in open water. The main mast had been laid over, and it appeared no one was aboard. Ultimately, the crew decided not to investigate and moved on with their journey, where they reached the rocky coastline of Linares. The party began hearing a most beautiful song coming from the rocks. And as the party went nearer to the sounds, they found a collection of harpies, luring them to their own demise. After a close and hard-fought battle, the crew was able to defeat the monsters and make their way to the city of Linares proper. The party side-skirted the large harbor and dumped their dinghy out of sight to not be tied back to its previous theft. Upon entering the city, the group found some much-needed food, drink, and rest. And the following morning, Hayden led the rest of the group to meet Soraya, the priestess of the Lightsmith. After exchanging pleasantries, Soraya agreed to remove the arcane trap on the captain's rudder in exchange for the group's help investigating some missing food and medical deliveries to fishermen outside of the city walls. And that is where we begin our adventure this evening. As you are all, I believe, have just left the city gates of Linares, headed towards the many fishing villages along the coast.
We're on the same sleep day, right?
It is now the 5th of Quartus, so I believe the same sleep day as last time.
You should be full up. We were
You should
full up.
be. Hmm?
Mm.
On everything.
New calendar year.
Ooh.
I'm healthy and ready for adventure.
All right. We just need to deal with these bandit situation, and then we'll figure out what this how to open up this captain's log.
Can you explain what you mean by deal with? Deal with.
We will most likely kill them.
Oh.
Oh
Or-
dear.
At the very least, convince them to stop their banditry.
We
Oh,
try
that's
that
also
one
an
first.
option. Yes, of course.
Yeah, we
There's
could try
always-
that like first. I mean, I'm not saying we shouldn't do your thing. I just think that the other thing, I just think it might be easier for everybody. And also Cooter, I don't think Cooter's doing so well with the whole violence.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, Emmy, we've been over this. They were bad people, and Kuda
Okay.
is okay with
Well,
them.
but were they?
Oh, yes.
What?
They were
What's
mostly
in-
gods, I think, but
What's in the box?
the
Sorry.
box.
What?
That thing you're trying to open there.
Oh, this is just a ship's log, a reading,
Oh, it's a book.
a book. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's got a lock on it like a box, though.
but a magical
You
lock.
need
I
a
mean,
key. I'm good at that.
Must be pretty important.
magic
Can you
lock.
consider it like a diary?
Oh. Do you need a magic key? I'm good at that.
Oh,
No.
Sorry?
Oh.
You have a magic key?
I can attempt to make them sometimes. Sometimes it works out, and sometimes not so much. But back in my hut back home, it's what I do. I tinker, I create, I try to make my life as comfortable as I can through my research. But yes, a lot of
Are you
the
saying you
time,
can make-
those kinds of trinkets.
You can make a skeleton key that will unlock this log.
Well, I haven't tried before, but I can't see why it wouldn't be possible.
Even if the book might be enchanted and potentially
I mean, it's
kill us
definitely
all by
trapped.
opening it?
Well, there's always a risk, you see. So the safest route is always the best one, but I just wanted to let you know that it is an option.
so do we still have to kill people?
Oh,
Or
that's
talk
never
to-
the first
could-
option, love.
Talk to them first, of course. Yes.
Well, let's attempt this situation you've gotten yourselves into, and if worst comes to worst, the next best option it is, I suppose.
I could turn into something very large and bash it on a rock. Would that
Uh-oh.
help?
No.
What?
The lock, I could break it.
No.
Oh
No.
no!
I do not
no.
want the lock broken.
We need
Okay.
the book intact. Emmy.
Maybe
Like,
that's
A delicate
option
piece of
number.
machinery.
That's option
That is
C.
not. Nope. That is not an
Oh.
option. I will not let
Okay.
that happen.
Okay, sorry. It was just an idea. I just was trying to
There's
help.
no bad ideas. It's all right, but it's good to know that you can turn large. That's
Oh, yeah, you
fascinating.
think I can only turn into a turtle? Oh, I can turn into all sorts of things. I can turn into a giant a walrus bear. I can turn into a seawolf. I can turn into a giant crab. Well, sort of. I'm working on that one. I'm working on it.
Oh.
I'm also trying to learn how to turn into a whale. But they're really large, so that might be a while.
That's incredible.
Thank
This
you.
is all rather fascinating, but I suggest we make haste. The quicker we get this done, the quicker we can open it.
Well, what can you do, Aiden?
Well, I have my own tricks of the trade.
I couldn't really see when we were in that fight with the harpies because, I was enchanted and then I was dying, so I was just kind of really busy.
Oh, I went for a swim as well. So,
Okay.
but then I cut one in half. And yeah,
Well, I've seen
good with the
Taj
sword.
basically
is
murder
what's you're
somebody,
asking.
and I've seen Cooter run really fast, and Azric shot weird things out of his hands. I saw that while I was dying.
Hayden
briefly.
unsheaths his saber and twirls it, and he's like, This thing's my best friend. Does most of my work for me, and I think it will do some fine work for us as well.
Ah, so you're a mercenary.
Yeah. For the most part. Don't do a lot of mercenary work on land, though. Mostly out on the water, but
So you are
share
a
that
pirate.
in common.
not a pirate.
So you are both pirates,
Not a pirate.
but
I'm
Sailor
a pirate.
for hire.
I would rather say a sailor, not a pirate. Respect.
Yeah. I mean, we are on ships.
I mean, my employment has
I
been
just have-
lawful.
read a lot of
Except
books
with
about
you.
pirates, and they seem really exciting. That's all. I didn't mean anything by it.
Exciting, huh?
Oh yeah, they're always getting into trouble, and there's always giant battles on the ocean. And then when there's giant battles, all the stuff from the ship sinks down to the bottom, and I get a look at it, and it's really neat.
And also the dead bodies as well.
Well, usually those get eaten by things in the ocean pretty quickly, actually.
Does anyone else want a snack?
Wow, you are really
I
going
have
for those attacks.
plenty.
Maybe later, Cooter, but thank you.
Yeah.
We should.
I'll
we should
save some for you, love.
So,
Put them in my little
thank you.
bucket.
Yes.
are we any closer to a destination? Where were we going?
I don't believe we actually moved. We were
Oh,
talking.
should we be
I thought we were
walking?
walking and talking.
Turn around.
Good old walking talk.
Hayden, the gates are right there. I mean,
I thought we were walking and talking.
You can walk and talk if you like. You just gotta let me know.
I thought that's what we were doing the
Walking and
whole
talking.
time.
DM, we would like to cast walk and talk. Second
Also,
level.
a clarification for Taj and
We're trying to get
Azric
somewhere.
with the captain's rudder. There is a lock on it. It's like a simple like diary lock that will just keep people honest, essentially. The real threat is if you open that lock. If you just open the book haphazardly, that's
Yes.
where the big problem is. So the lock is
That's
easy,
when
but inside of it is the hard part. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Have we like fully investigated this item? Like,
About as well as you guys have.
Taj and Azric are keeping it secret from you guys. Like, you know about it, but we're not telling you what it is.
okay,
Sneaky, sneaky.
spicy.
So
Alright, let's get to it, huh? Yeah, we've got some bandits to persuade, and fishermen's to save.
Cooter's halfway down the road. She's like, "Well, come on then, kiddos. Let's be on with it then."
She is surprisingly fast for her age.
Deceptively fast. I can't believe it.
So in order to go to the fishing villages, they're sort of dotted around the coast to the west of the city proper in Linares. And there's sort of this kind of horn that is a large sort of cove on the north side of the island. So there's fishing villages sort of all around there. In order to sort of go through the whole, I guess, side of the island to travel there, it might take you a day and a half, maybe two, depending on if you can't find any evidence or talk to anybody since then. So it'll probably take you at least a full day to get where the villages are. And then after that, you can start seeing, talking to people, those sort of things.
Okay. We'll head that way then.
Very well. So as you are walking along the coastline, walking and talking, as you all have told me, somebody roll me a d8.
Do it. 5.
A 5. So as you are sort of walking along the coast, the weather's nice, just a nice sea breeze coming from the west in the direction that you're going. The day sort of gets longer and dark, and you come to the point where it's time for you all to rest. You know that early the next day you'll hit the fishing villages, and you can start sort of talking to some of the people or investigating however you'd like. But as far as this day is concerned, pretty uneventful. But you will need to find somewhere to camp, as well as determine who is on what watch.
All right. Find a cozy little spot, and Azric will take first watch.
So whoever's going
Do
to
you
pick
need
where you
a
camp,
survival?
yeah, whoever's picking where the camp
I
is,
can
roll a
do
survival
that.
roll for
I'm
me.
good at that for once.
I'm also decent at surviving, apparently.
Team.
Got it. Let's see. That's gonna be a. Where is it? 18. Sorry, math is hard tonight. I don't know why.
Math is hard all the time, not just
Max. We hate math.
tonight.
Hate math.
I like
And
it.
yeah, we play the math game.
I like it. So 18. Yep, you can find a spot that's sheltered away from the wind, off the road enough to where someone might not just stumble upon you. You think you've got yourself pretty well hidden and sort of out of prying eyes if there were to be some brigands looking for trouble. So you set up your camp. You will have your din, so that's one ration off your sheet for the day. And up for watches. Who's on first watch?
I'll watch
do-
with Azric. Azric, did you say that you were gonna watch?
Yeah, we were first watch.
Yeah, I'll watch with you.
I'll do second watch then.
Gran can sleep. I'll get second watch as well.
I'll watch third if you can ever get me out of Michelle by then.
I think it'll be morning by then. You'll be fine.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay. So as Azric and Taj on your first watch, you can hear some of the caw of the seagulls, the crashes of the waves against the rocky shore of Linares. It's a peaceful night, if you want to talk about anything otherwise uneventful.
Well, Taj,
Oh, yeah.
I'd say things are going swimmingly, minus the fact that they know about the log, but, you know, could be
Oh,
worse.
I didn't want to tell them about it, but it is what it is.
You're doing all right.
If they know, then they want it for themselves.
Well, then. I check if the other people are sleeping and leaning close. Well, if they want to, then we can just do our thing. Disappear.
I mean, that is not a bad idea. I don't know why we are still hanging out with these people.
That's a brilliant question. I'm not sure either, but they always say strength in numbers, and if we're gonna deal with bandits, it's better to have more people out of sight so we can finally unlock this thing and disarm the trap. And then once that happens, we can just leave.
The means to an end.
Yes, exactly.
So, good riddance.
All right. I think it's time to wake up the next shift.
So you wake up your next watch, be Emmy and Hayden.
Okay. Hayden takes out a small metal flask that he poured some of the rum into from the inn, and just takes a few sips of it as he's sitting, keeping watch. Would you like some?
I don't know. It's not very good, is it?
Maybe not to your taste. You can always try.
okay. I'll try. I mean, I tried it at the inn, and I think I
Oh, that's
spat it
right.
all over the dragon lady. But I
That's
could
right,
try
yeah.
it. Well, maybe it's
No.
like one of those things that grows on you. The first time I had sea urchins, I wasn't
Ah.
really into that. But
No, you see, I don't have much left, and I don't want you. I wouldn't want you
no,
spinning it all
that's-
over the ground. So
I understand.
uh,
I'll just
next time.
chew on this old seaweed I have instead. It's fine.
You know, it actually wasn't half bad. The seaweed.
Oh, you liked it? I can make much better things with it if I had, fresh seaweed. Or properly dried. This is dried for long-term travel.
Right. I understand.
It's the food that our warriors and scouts take out when they leave the city.
That's right. You mentioned an underwater city.
Yes.
Where?
Oh, shit. Loading.
Is it? I don't recall ever
Crystal of the Sea, yes.
learning about this city.
Oh, well,
I?
I guess
Have I ever heard of it? Can I roll something for this?
Y'all rolled history the other day, and
did
as
we?
far as you know, it's a fucking
know
fairy
you
tale,
do, right?
man.
I didn't remember.
It's like someone saying that they're from the lost city of Atlantis or something silly like that.
Yeah, so
Yeah, Chris.
you'll have to forgive my disbelief.
You don't believe in my hometown city?
I
Or you
would
don't
like
you just don't
to.
believe that it's as beautiful as I described. That's fair. I mean, you've never been there before. I understand.
Sure. It's just there's a lot of rumors and fairy tales of hidden cities of gold,
Fairy tales, those are the books
pirate
that
treasures
are
under
like
the water.
legends that people use to scare children into behaving well. Is this Oh, my city is not a fairy tale.
Something like that.
There's lots of things under the ocean that you all probably don't know about. I mean, there's giant sea monsters under there. Oh, there's giant things that look like, and I point at Cooter. There are tortoises so big, people could just live inside of their shells. Some people do, actually. Not my people.
You are really convinced of this, huh?
It is real. I'm from there. I don't know why no one believes me. My people we don't really like to converse or trade with or really acknowledge the surface people very much. It's sort of a long story. I mean, it was like a long time ago. And my people, well, you see, you know how some cities around here don't like magic?
Yes.
Oh, my people don't really like magic that much either. Well, they do. They like natural magic,
Right.
but they don't trust other kinds of magic very much. So, we just we keep to ourselves.
Sounds like you have a lot in common with the surface then. Most folks around the islands aren't huge fans of arcane magics either. In fact, most places it's against the law. Places where it's
I
not,
realized that. I didn't know.
it's heavily regulated.
It's not
Hence-
against the law where I'm from.
Arcane magic.
I
Anyway.
don't think they'd kick anybody out if you wanted to do magic. We could go visit. I just don't know how I would get you all there because I'm guessing you can't breathe underwater.
No,
Oh. No, so it's not normal to breathe underwater?
not really. Unless you're a fish.
Are you fit? Oh, you meant like a joke.
Oh, it's a joke, yes.
I got it. Yeah.
Are you...
I'm not
All
a
right.
fish. Oh,
Can I-
yeah.
You realize that we nearly escaped an execution, right?
Yeah, but I knew coming to the surface would be dangerous. My father told me it was dangerous and that I shouldn't come, so I sort of expected as much. And I was kind of hoping it would be exciting. So
you've got your wish then.
Yeah.
Although
I guess.
you can have excitement and
It's a
not the
little
threat
more-
of death either. So
It's also more violent and disgusting than I was expecting, to be honest. I didn't expect people to get melted with acid and start puking and die horribly.
yeah,
And get
that
their
was
heads
that
exploded.
was a new one for me as well. I don't think I've
Um,
ever witnessed anything quite like it.
Okay, so that's not like a normal everyday thing.
Not in my experience.
Yeah, that's good. That's probably for the best. Yeah.
Well.
Oh, well, maybe if we go to a bigger city, we could find some books about my home, because I've read about your home from books. Well, I think your home. Where are you from? Are you from this island?
Not this one, no.
Oh,
I hail from Osham. Osham,
do I know about Osham?
It's just north.
Do you, right? But
On the map.
old-timey Osham. Oh, yes, I've read many books about Osham.
Have you?
Oh, yes. Seems to be a very nice place to live.
It's beautiful.
There's some very nice architectural books in our library, as well as some histories of the different rulers and people that were in charge there. I think we have some books on the flora and fauna as well.
Wow.
Always say
Well.
books. Some of them are scrolls. Some are tablets. Some are
Fascinating.
books.
Can you make someone that doesn't breathe underwater breathe underwater? Because I sure would like to see the city of yours. Not right now, but
I mean, I think there's a way to do it. I would have to ask the nature spirits of the ocean.
think on it. Ask your ghosts if they can do it. And we'll have
Ghosts.
a spirits ghost.
Spirits doesn't. It's not this. That's not what that means.
Listen,
Ghosts are people that have died. The ocean can't die. That's really funny, actually, to think about.
well, my apologies. I didn't mean to offend.
No, it's fine. I mean, it didn't offend me.
Oh, look at that. The sun is starting to come up, isn't it?
Okay, but can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So you seem really smart as all. I just want to know what this item is. I found it at the bottom of the ocean, and I'm gonna start rummaging through my bag, and I'm gonna pull out what is clearly a. Where's my list? It is a. It looks like a crystal at first, like a really large crystal. But then you realize it's like carved too nicely, and then it has like a big screw on the other end. It's a doorknob. It's really shiny, and I figure it must be worth a whole lot. I found it. I think it's just glass, but I'm not sure.
Do you mind?
And I don't know why you would screw it into something. Oh yeah.
Hayden's gonna pretend to thoroughly analyze this doorknob just to play along, scrutinizing
like,
it, holding it close.
Her eyes are like extra magnified in her glasses because they're extra wide right now. So she's just like,
I know what this is.
you do?
Yes,
Tell me, please tell me.
it's a fancy version of an item that's used to open doors.
Oh, I can use this to open doors?
If it fits.
Is it like what Kuda was talking about earlier, the skeleton key?
It is not.
Do I have my own? Oh, it's not.
It is not.
But are you sure? Because,
Yes, I'm sure.
okay. Well,
But hold
This is
on to
surely
it. We
worth
might find a door
something.
that doesn't have a knob, in which case you can try this one.
okay. Thank you. Thanks, Hayden. That's really nice of you. Thanks. And I put it back in my bag.
And as Hayden indicated earlier, the sun starts to rise, and that's the end of your watch. and everyone starts to rouse themselves for the next day of your journey.
Oh, is it breakfast time yet?
Yes, but it appears that we have our rations unless you want to go fishing.
I mean, wouldn't hurt. I don't have my fishing gear, unfortunately.
Can't say the same.
I can make some.
You can
Some
make
fishing gear?
Fishing gear?
It's my job, my dears. What do you take me for?
I
I've
thought
spent
you
the
made
past 200 years living off the land and
You said you spent the
creating
last
things.
200 years making keys.
Well, among other things.
Oh.
Ration trail's fine. Unless, I mean, if you have, do you need tools? You need a workshop or a forge?
Well, I have some tools and supplies in here somewhere, and she just like starts rummaging through her little shelving and gets out her because I've got a whole bunch of tools.
Mhm.
Thieves' tools, tinkering tools, any kind of tools you want. You want to buy some matchsticks?
Is this a case of it's bigger on the inside?
and take like a little twig from the ground or like a stick. Kind of like find a stick around the area
Mhm.
and like tie my rope to it.
Sure.
You just found a stick and tied a rope to it and told him it was a fishing rod?
And I'm like, there you go, love.
Shit.
Oh.
Oh my god, I'm
But the thing
dying.
is, like, we need a hook on the end, obviously. So she starts like tinkering away and fashioning a little hook out of whatever's left from her bloody glasses frame.
Can you just make
I
it
have
just
something you could
Ties on the
use.
end.
roll your d20 for me.
Amazing. Don't you
Five.
need your glasses to see?
Okay, 5. So you are proficient in Tinkerer's tools, so that will make it a 7, and I will add intelligence to it to make it a 10. You can bend what's left of your glasses around, and essentially what you got is you have a stick that you have tied a knot to your rope, and you have fashioned what's left of your glasses as a hook like on the end. I guess technically it might be a fishing pole, but you're not sure how much, if any, pressure it could withstand if you actually got something to bite it.
And she's just like, oh dear, maybe I do need my workshop. Usually much more hardy than what we've got here. I promise I'm capable of more. I wish you could see the things that I've crafted in my time. I'm so proud of my work. This is so
It happens to
embarrassing.
Happens to the best of us, Kuda. I think rations will suffice for now, and we can revisit the whole fishing pool thing when we find an appropriate workshop for you.
Oh, wonderful. I'm looking forward to showing you what I can do.
Oh, yeah, as am I. Yeah, certainly.
No one believes her.
It's like,
Nope.
she hands you this. It's like, oh wow, Grandma, that's really cool. Thanks. Such a great fishing pole. All right. So as you're heading
Amazing.
along the coast, after about a few hours in the morning, you do come up on a village, is sort of a stretch of the terminology. There's basically a couple
It's a hamlet.
basically a small hamlet, a couple of
Yeah.
just huts where people live and fish. You can
hamlet.
Yep. You can see a
Bloodborne.
woman with brown hair sort of fishing just right off of the rocks.
Ahoy! Hello.
She-
Yes.
Hello?
how's your morning?
It's fine, I suppose. Can I help you? I don't have any fish to sell just yet.
Appreciate that. We're actually here to investigate a string of attacks, robberies by bandits. Any information you could provide us on if you've seen them, which direction you think they might be, we'll be ever grateful.
As you're talking to this woman, she's hard to tell as far as age-wise. She's a wood elf, so they always look young. Brown hair, green eyes, very basic sort of just clothing, like she may have made it herself. Well, it's been quite some time since we've gotten any sort of shipments from Linares. To be honest, I told them to stop because we weren't even getting them anyway. I don't really want any trouble from, any bandits or anything. I heard that, stupid as he is, Walter tried, to fend them off, keep them from taking the supplies, and that didn't go too well for him, but he's about half a day's down the way, more to the tip of the horn here. I don't want any trouble or anything. I just, I don't need the food. I can catch my own food. It was just nice to have, supplies come down.
Well, to put you at ease, we're sort of contracted workers, and we're surely not going to bring you into it. But if we can find this troop of bandits, hopefully we can put a stop to it, and you'll be able to live free and easy like you once had.
All right.
Huda goes up to the woman and just says, "What's your name, dear?"
My name is Neladri.
Oh, hello, Nadri. We must look like quite a sight to you, and I'm so sorry about that. We're here to help. We heard about all of this nonsense going on, and we want to make sure that you're all okay.
I'm fine. I'm just here fishing and just keeping to myself. I just keep my name out of it if you talk to Walter. I don't want him to think that I'm in his business or anything like that.
Oh, no, absolutely, dear. Your secret's safe with us. Mum's the word, as they say.
He's kind of got a temper and keeps to himself and generally not pleasant to be around.
Sorry, what did you say this gentleman's name was again?
Walter.
And he's from this area?
He's got his own sort of spot for fishing. It's down the way a bit. A half-day walk.
What does Walter look like? So we know who we're searching for.
He's middle-aged man, human, some sandy brown blonde hair, blue eyes. Takes care of his father, who's a little up there in age.
Okay. Well, then we shall speak to this Walter and enjoy the rest of your day fishing.
Very well. Bye. She's like looking over you all, and like it's you can kind of tell that she just really doesn't get visitors very often. She's out here, she fishes, and then she takes her fish, she goes back to town, sells them, and rinse repeat to make a living. So very few people come out here to visit.
Okay. A little further up, she said.
Yeah, let's make our way.
Yep, easy enough. It'll take you a few hours until you kind of come up on another spot that's closer towards the horn here on the island, and you can see similar sort of hamlet here, a couple of houses, slightly bigger than where Neladri was. And you can see two people out that are sort of trying to, fish. One person has some nets they're trying to pull in, like maybe looking for crab or something of the like.
Anyone fit the description of Walter?
One does. One that's pulling up the crabs in the nets, sort of checking their traps along the coastline.
I tap Azric on the shoulder. Believe that's our man?
Yes, I believe that does look like him. He might be a little skittish such a large group of us. Maybe he thinks we might be bandits. Maybe perhaps we should just hail him over.
Sure. By all means.
But Walter, a word with you. A word, please.
So you yell Walter, and the person down at the crab traps looks over, and kind of gives you like a, and then just keeps going at it.
He'll probably wonder how we know his name. In which case we are not to reveal the woman.
Right. Great memory. I think we should just approach him then.
Yeah. Morning, gents.
The fuck
Hello.
do you want?
Yes, fine attitude this morning. We're here to take care of your bandit problem.
Whatever you're selling, I don't fucking want it. Piss off.
We're selling dead
see-
bandits is what we're selling.
He's got like a big shiner underneath his right eye. Looks like he got clocked pretty good.
Seems like you had a nasty run-in this morning.
What do you care?
As I just said, we're here to take care of your bandit problem.
Well, I don't got any coins, so I can't pay you for it.
You're not paying us.
All right. And you see him pull up one of his traps, pulls a crab out and kind of puts it into a basket that he's holding. What do you want? Go find him.
Mate, this would be a lot easier if you
First
can
off,
give
I'm
us a
not your
little
fucking
information.
mate, so step off.
But what my dashing friend means to say is, we're just here for information, and then we'll be on our way to handle this bandit problem that you have. And then you can go about your day like nothing's ever happened.
What do you want to know?
Where they were last seen, if they have a hideout, a base, where they're stopping the shipments from, any of that.
2 days ago, and he just sort of points off in the further to the west. Went to find a new fishing spot because this was sort of drying up a bit. Ran across a couple of fucking thugs. Decided they wanted my fishing equipment. So, of course, what I do, what anyone do, try to stand up for myself and protect my livelihood and see what that got me. He sort of points at his eye.
That's very unfortunate. I'm amazed they let you go.
He took your fishing materials, your fishing rod?
Yeah.
Cooter here could make you one. She
Oh,
spent
well.
200 years learning how.
I
We all
would
there. I
then.
thought it was just them.
I've wandered up, apparently.
Okay.
I thought we were all walking as that.
Yeah, I thought we were all walking
I
over.
thought he said that to split into smaller groups or something.
I don't know what's going on, man.
Okay.
I
thought I wasn't there.
She does. She's not. she's
we're all here.
oblivious.
Because he didn't come to us, so we
So am I just wandering back with Taj, just like being a little old granny with her little like shitty fishing rod on her shoulder, just like, oh, what a lovely little fishing town. Reminds
it was-
me of
You
home.
said it was north? 2 days north?
2 days? Are you fucking stupid? That's west. Half a day's west. That's north. That's west.
Yes. Apologies. Half days west.
Surprised you can find your own asshole to shit.
Find your own asshole
You have
to
a
shit.
strange aversion to kindness, friend.
What does that mean?
It's not kindness.
What we're doing, protecting your livelihood, is a kindness.
Well, I suppose I should be thankful for you then. Thanks so much, my saviors, for coming out here and beating up the bullies. Where were
We
you
can just
last
walk
year?
away
The
and
year
let them
before
give you
that?
we can let them give you a matching one on this side.
I'd be about expecting of that. How you things usually go.
Right. We have our directions, do we?
Yeah, let's just be on our way and let Walter here.
Bring back my fishing equipment if you find it.
I only have
Sure.
one pair of hands, mate.
Well, go on then. You want anything else?
Oh yes. Do you have
we'll
any
be on-
fish or crabs?
And he sort of looks at the basket he's holding that's just got like 5 crabs in it, and he goes, "No."
Oh, okay.
Find your own.
All right, let's just head west and leave Walter to his work.
Very well. Let's go, gang.
That's really rude.
Aiden, you took the words out of my mouth. I was about to give him a black eye to match the left.
Well, took a little restraint, must admit. So he said west,
Half days west.
half day. Well, it's still the morning. We can get there
Plenty
by
of
the
time.
evening.
Yep. If he said about a half day, that's going to bring you into the late afternoon, sort of the twilight hours or so. So you kind of going down from the Horn, then over across further west. So someone would make a survival roll for me to see if you can spot any tracks, any sign of people out here.
I'll try.
And what sort of-
22.
Are we cutting through?
Oh, shit.
No, you went. You did good.
Yeah, you did good.
So I said, we're not following any kind of path right now. We're sort of off the path in the wilderness. Is that where we're heading? Or
Yeah, at this point, like, you're not in the city, so you know there was a decent enough path out of the city towards the fishing villages, but sort of when you get
Right.
out here, it's just like walking paths. The only path there is are from people walking back and forth. There's no real infrastructure or anything out here. It's
Gotcha,
people that
so-
have purposely living this simple life.
it's palm trees and bushes and all that that
Mhm.
we're cutting through, basically. Okay.
Yep, rocky beaches at best.
Okay. I just need the visual.
Mm-hmm. With a 22, so Cooter, you take the advice and point in the direction he said was west, and start taking a look around, trying to find any sign. After a couple hours, you do find that there is, looks to be like some paper and some twine, some footprints. Looks like someone had opened up some packaging here and took things out of a package, either food, maybe something along those lines. So once you kind of pick up that trail, you can kind of get an idea of where someone would be if they had wanted to sort of keep out of the way here. And after some time, you do find another walking path in this area, and it leads you sort of to some sort of old abandoned, like maybe it used to be a lighthouse or like a watchtower or something, and it's sort of crumbled along the coast here. It's kind of sort of derelict. At this point, it's getting a little dark to see, but at that time, you hear someone call out to you. "That's far enough."
Oh dear.
But we weren't being stealthy.
And you see a person sort of step out from behind one of the crumbling walls, and they sort of have a reptilian look to them, with sort of a long snout, eyes on top of it, almost crocodile-like in their looks. "I said that's far enough."
And who are you?
"What do you care? I'm the person who's gonna take all of your belongings and anything else I want."
That's what you think? You did not know that you're in for a really bad time.
"Oh, really?" "Kozak." And you see another one of these sort of crocodile folk step out from behind a bush, sort of staring at you. "What my friend here says, what they meant to say is, it'd be a lot easier for everyone if you just hand over any goods or belongings that you have, and we can all just be on our way."
I do not think so. And can I just like go ahead and just fight him?
Sure.
If we
so-
could Kuda shuffle up and just be like, here you go, love, with a shitty, like, fishing rod. This is all I have.
So as you sort of step
with
up,
a rope.
if you step up to get ready for combat, he goes, "What? I know you."
Who?
He points to you, Taj. It's up to you what you want to do at this point. He's like, "I know you."
I stick my hand out for him to kiss.
Y'all are at like a comfortable like skirmishing distance, so there's probably like 15, 20 feet in between you. And then he goes, "Right.
We'll come
Who did-
down and kiss it.
Who
If
did
you know
you?"
me, then you know how good I am, and we should not be doing this.
Who did you used to run with?
You know me, then you already know the answer to that question.
No, I've seen you. I don't remember where you were from. Zach, where are they from? Oh, I remember the scrawny one. Points to you, Azric.
Me?
Ew, the fucked up face.
Ronnie.
Fucked up face. This makes me more handsome.
I agree.
Who the fuck was it?
If you know
Taj,
who we
this is
run
not
with,
good.
then you
We
should
should
not
shut
be
them up
doing.
quickly.
We used to run with the oh, you know. Fuck. What was it
Yeah.
called? Were you gonna say something?
Must
Go
not
ahead.
have been very important if you do not remember.
We're on the bearded crab.
Ooh,
Yeah,
what's the bearded crab?
they're nobodies, Emmy. This is why you have not heard of them.
Pretty fair. Small crew.
Are we free to go then? Since
We did
we're
not want to
plenty?
do this. We were on a big ship.
Well, what are you doing out here?
Well, what are you doing out here?
Well, fuck, I mean, trying to survive.
There are other means to survive. You don't need to rob people.
It's so easy. I mean, fucking you did it too.
I mean, we did, but it doesn't mean that you should rob these people.
Well, I mean, if I could go back to the ship, I would, but the fucking hunter sunk it.
Are we all hearing this?
He's just yelling it.
Okay, Emmy's eyes are getting bigger and bigger.
Why don't you two come down and have a conversation? Because we're all friends here.
Maybe we could
Wait, you're friends
go
with the bandits?
to a tavern and have a beer and talk about this, and maybe get you guys to go somewhere else.
I can't go to a tavern, love, because I'm a fucking pirate. If I go
Yeah?
into the tavern, they'll hang me.
Oh, all right. You've spoken enough. Just calm down, and we'll talk about
Did
it.
he say pirate?
Me,
He
this
did not
is
say
the
pirate.
plan.
He said he loves pie.
He said he's a pirate, and he said he's friends with you, and
Emmy,
you're
this
both
is not the
pirates, and
time.
Is there there's some like
I
shrubbery and
was
stuff around,
right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I kind of like casually slink back from the group and try to duck into some trees and shrub and hide?
So there's basically a tree and shrub in front of like where they are, and then there's another pile behind you that are next to some ruins if you wanted to go in that direction.
I guess what I'm asking is are those things close enough where I can try to use like a stealth roll to
It's
get there,
about-
or would it be obvious that I'm walking away from the group?
It's like 30 feet behind you, so you'd kind of be like doing like the walking backwards and
I'll hold off then.
I mean, he said he was irate. He was angry, not pirate.
No, I heard
Emmy,
him. You're not going
Emmy,
to talk yourself out of
I
this
just
one
put
this
Emmy to
time. I
sleep.
know you're.
So you cast sleep on Ivy, and Emmy, do you just want to let it happen? Or you, or do you
Yeah,
want to
but I want to fall over in such a way that, like, it's just madness. Like, I'm gonna knock Cooter's fishing pole out of her hand, and Bucket's gonna go
Oh,
flying across the
goodness.
ground. Both Buckets go flying across the ground, and yeah, it's just kind of like a flail and then fall asleep.
So you see these
Oh,
these
dear.
two
And put a blanket
crocodilian
under her
men
head.
sort of grab their axe, like their hand axes they're holding, and because they see you like casting a spell, and then they just see Emmy just.
Oh, and my
Fall
bag
over.
flies open, the one that the doorknob was in, and the doorknob rolls out along with like a bunch of buckets, a bent fork, some random coins, a ceramic figure of an elephant, a quill pen, and some glass pieces from a chess set. And they're just everywhere.
See,
Oh.
she has garbage. You do not want to rob us.
Hold on, here, hold on, hold
It
on,
literally
hold on.
says my heart of garbage on my character sheet.
Hold the fuck on. All right, none of that. So-
there's no guards around. It's
I'll,
fine.
I'll start.
That's the only reason that we weren't fucking taken by the hunters. They figured that, they took us all one by one and interrogated us. The whole fucking ship. We're lucky to get out of there with our lives.
Well, if you want to keep your lives, you should move on from this place.
Why? Easy
Listen,
pickings.
listen, friends. We were hired to stop you two from stealing the shipments being sent to the fishermen. And then we realized it is you two who can all just come to agreement.
Hold the fuck on. You were hired? By
Me?
who?
We did not
That's
Fine.
not the important thing.
No.
Important thing is
Fine work.
Hold on. Who the fuck hired you?
someone with enough money to hire us.
You know how expensive we are?
Someone that wants to move in on your turf, mate.
No.
Yeah?
No. You're working with someone from the fucking city states. You lot. You make
I
me
did not
fucking
think so.
sick.
I have a question,
Mm-hmm.
real quick. Does the sleep spell work on elves?
I don't think so.
No, it
To be
doesn't.
honest.
Does it? Wait, does it?
No.
Emmy did not fall asleep,
Well-
but all of that did happen
No.
because she was shocked at you casting a spell at her and thought it was going to work for a split second.
Are you immune to being charmed?
I am.
Immune to being magically put to sleep.
Oh
I
shit.
can be charmed, but I can't
They
be
have
put to
advantage
sleep, I guess.
On charm.
Okay, so you're an elf. I'm gonna keep a note of that.
I forgot about that. So yeah,
I
you
forgot
sort of
too.
flailed
So I
around
just flail and knock everything over and fall and like bust my lip on the ground. And you think I'm asleep for a second, but then I'm getting up like, ow. Oh, I tripped again.
Shut up.
So you fucking telling me you're working under them, the people that put the boot to your fucking neck
No,
every day of your lives.
you are coming to a very, very big conclusion. That is not true.
Listen, we're trying to
then
survive
enlighten me.
just as you two are trying to survive. But if we all could come to an amicable solution where none of us are killing each other, that is probably for the best. Obviously, we outnumber the two of you easily. You just saw what Taj was capable of. So,
Oh,
Oh, I want no part of this, Sonny. This is all you.
Here's the
No, I think
amicable
I'm with
solution.
Gran on this one.
And
And-
Cooter goes like into the trees to like sit in
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna go walk off into the trees and attempt to hide.
dude, doing?
We'll catch you up back
You're
at
like my
someplace.
bluff.
Yeah, amateurs, Azric. We have to remember.
So as you sort of start
we-
backpedaling to get away from them, they go, "Oh, the fuck on! Not another step." You're
I'll
gonna keep
deal
walking.
with you in a minute, my reptilian friend, while I speak to these two. All right, listen here. We have to work together as a team. Otherwise, they're going to try to kill us.
Well, you kind of painted us in a hole, didn't you?
What hole? We outnumber them
So
easily.
lied to us.
Why do you believe it's only them two?
Oh. You know what? I'm just gonna look around and do a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Says that, and you're like, huh?
13 perception.
13. You sort of scan around. You can see there's some places to hide, but you don't see anyone with that roll.
You gave up the game from the jump. You never give up the game from the jump.
Aiden, please. No, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends over here.
I hope you have a plan to get us out of this then.
Of course, I have a way with words.
Taj,
I mean, we can always
please
kill
help
him.
this one.
I want no part of this. We said we would take care of it. And
Like,
you two are just, this aggressive energy is too much. And she like pops into her shell. And just,
Aiden turns to the two guys. He's like, "Now look what you done, mates. Granny's gone into her shell. Are you happy?"
I'm quite content, to be honest.
She makes a fine fishing pole, I'll have you know.
Well, then you could just hand it over and make this easy. And you see
Sure
the
thing.
second
it's still on in the
you
middle of
see the
Aiden's
second
gonna-
Mhm.
Aiden's gonna pick up the fishing rod and hold it up. Do I hear? As he's laughing, do I hear or see like any rustling? I'm trying to get a reaction out of maybe more people on the area.
Make a perception roll.
Okay. That is 21.
21. The bushes that you were about to step back in and try and hide in, you think are already occupied. So the second crocodilian looking gentleman goes, the fucking withered rose. That's where it was. That's where it was. Oh shit.
All right, that's enough. And I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast him.
All right, let's all roll initiative.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
Everybody roll initiative.
I am
I'll-
inside my shell, BT dubs.
Yeah.
She's like, nope.
I don't know what that means for. Is there somewhere that I can? Because it says withdrawn into your shell.
It's a
But-
special thing.
Yeah, but I don't know. Then, like, can I be withdrawn into my shell and still do things? Because I feel like that wouldn't be the case.
No, I think it's just
Mhm.
like you're either in your shell in your protection mode or you're not.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
So right now, with you being in your shell, you have +4 to AC, an advantage on strength and con saves. You're prone. Your speed is 0. You have disadvantage on dex saves, and you can't take reactions.
Yeah.
And then so
then
now,
I would have to like exit my shell on my turn.
right on your turn, you can use a bonus action to exit your shell if
Yeah.
you'd like. So, Azric, what is your initiative?
My initiative is 16.
16. Hayden,
My initiative is 18.
18. Emmy,
15.
15. Taj,
8.
8. Cooter,
16.
16.
They're rolling high.
Surprisingly.
Okay.
This map is very cool, Max.
Yeah, I like
Water
this map.
Always blows me away, man.
You can
It's so freaking awesome. Like the water.
Yeah.
you can thank the lovely folks at Animated Dungeon Maps. So,
Thank you.
up first is this lizard folk who identified themselves as Kurzak.
Do I get my blast off?
That's going to be to start initiative, essentially. So you didn't surprise anyone with
right.
that, essentially.
Okay.
It was basically, I'm attacking, great. Now we're starting combat. So, up first, it's Kurzak. He is going to take a run up to here. And he's going to do two things. The first thing is he's going to try and bite Emmy. And that is a 19 to Emmy's AC, which I believe is a hit. So Emmy will take 6 piercing damage.
Wow. Okay. I was just standing here.
And then he's going to take their shield, which has a large spike on the middle of it, and just bash at Taj with it.
I do not think today is your day.
The consequences of our actions.
And I use my special skill with that. It's this.
Alrighty. So they go to bash you with their shield, and it seems that it's right on target, and then they sort of just, almost out of fate has it, they slip, and then they lose their footing, and their shield kind of whiffs right in front of your face, Taj.
I told you this is not your day.
Hayden, you think that those bushes are occupied based on what you heard, but you haven't seen anything yet.
Okay. I'll just quickly relay to the group. Heads down, we're surrounded, and I'm going to swing, or not. Let me grab my character here. Let's see, 5, 10, 15 right here. And I'm gonna take a strike at the old alligator man.
Crocodile, sir?
Crocodile. How do things work here? Okay.
Very carefully.
I run in and go to slash, and that's going to be 14.
14 misses. So you go and slash with your saber, and then as they're slipping away from Taj after their strike, they get their shield back in front of them and block your saber.
Okay. Then I will take my cunning action. To move myself. Let's see. I'm gonna move myself right here.
Okay. So use your cunning action to disengage.
Yep.
Alrighty. Anything else?
I think that's all I can do.
Okay. Yeah. In the bushes over here, you hear a loud as a firearm goes off from the bushes. And this is going at you, Azric. And it is going to be a 16 to hit.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. You will take 8 piercing damage, along with I'll be piercing, 18 piercing total.
Okay.
As the round just goes off in the bushes down there, as they have surprised you. Once they get their shot off, they're going to maneuver and get in close. That's it for their turn. Currently,
Am I currently out of sight of that guy? Is this like a half wall or a
Yep,
full
you're
wall?
it's like a half wall.
Okay.
You've got partial cover. Azric.
You shot me! You son of a bitch! And I'm gonna hex him as a bonus action, targeting his strength. And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Alrighty. Hex him.
Okay, does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
Right. Tentacle Blast reaches out, slaps him across the face, and does 15 damage.
Ooh wee.
Man, oh man.
You first.
Palatable hits.
Cooter, my darling, we could use your assistance, please. And that is all I do.
All right.
I'll just kind of shake Cooter's shell.
Cooter, you were in your shell and you hear gunfire, you hear weapons clanging.
She mostly heard Emmy being attacked, and because of that, she comes out of her shell because she's like, "Oh no, dear!" Panics.
Yeah, it was the same scream that Emily let out when she was put to sleep and fell on the ground. So
Yeah, because Emmy's just chilling, doing her thing, and so it's just she has
I'm
to
not a
protect
pirate.
Emmy.
I never robbed anyone.
And that's all I can do this turn, right? Just come out of the shell and be
That's
like,
your bonus
"No,
action. You still have your
dear."
action
Oh, wonderful.
and your movement.
I will. Oh. She gets shockingly mad about Emmy being attacked and casts Ray of Sickness on the guy standing in front of her that attacked her.
On this one,
She panics and she's like, yeah, that one.
that's a save, right? Or is it an attack?
It is.
Yep, you make an attack on it.
Yeah.
So D20 plus 5.
Cast. 23.
Yep, that definitely hits.
Nice.
And it hits for 5.
5.
She learned. She's doing a learn.
Emmy comes out of her shell and stands up and casts her disgusting ray of sickness as it hits the back and shoulder of this sort of crocodilian man. It's like, oh god! It starts to just burn a little bit. Anything else?
I can. Can I also? Oh no, that's a bonus action as well. I was gonna see if I could healing word Emmy.
I think you're out of. I think you're out of things unless you wanted to move.
Can I move? I'm just gonna move behind Emmy here.
Yep.
She's trying to, because she can't get in front. She's just trying to. And
Okay.
that's it. That's my turn.
Emmy, you have a big scary crocodile man in front of you.
Yeah, and he just hurt me, and I didn't like it.
Mhm.
So, and everyone's being mean, and everyone's lying. So, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm gonna turn into a giant beast.
Okay.
It's not giant. What size is it? Hold on. Wait.
Oh no, she
guard.
got Granny's trying to help, ran over to her.
I'm gonna
Then
turn
she's
into
gonna be
an Urgor. So Emmy suddenly her teeth start to extend and her hands start growing into claws, and she just hulks out into a huge animal that looks like basically if a walrus had 4 bare legs and thick fur. And I just start running across the ground, and I'm gonna maul the guy that attacked me.
Okay. Right in front of you.
It's right there. Yeah, I guess I don't have to run to him. He's right there. So I'm going to use my multi-attack. And first is bite. And that's going to be a 11 to hit.
11's gonna miss him.
Okay. And then I'm going to do my claws.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a little better. 13 to hit.
13 also misses.
This
He's got a
dice is in
shield.
jail.
Yep.
Okay, that's my turn.
Holy moly.
All right. So up next, you see a friend step out, take a shot at you, Hayden, as you are behind this wall, but not from this side. Natural 20.
Aye.
The heck?
There's no little snippet of wall there.
Not in this direction, it's the other direction. You are gonna take 12 piercing damage.
Ow.
Yikes.
Ow.
And they are going to step back behind here to try and get some cover. Up next, this lizard folk is gonna run up here and is going to try and bite Taj. That is a 20 to bite. You'll take 3 piercing damage. And they're gonna swing their shield at you, the spiked shield as well. 16 on the shield, so that is 3 more piercing damage. Up next, you see another goblin sort of peer out here, take a shot at you, Hayden. He's gonna miss.
Okay.
With a 9, and they're gonna tuck back in here. Up here, goblin takes a shot at Azric. Will miss. And the goblins were using short bows, so no firearms for them. Taj.
I am going to use Crown of Madness
All
on
right.
the first one that hit me, or not, that was trying to hit me. So
Yep.
yeah, on that one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be like, I told you that this is not going to go your way.
So they need a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. How wise are these dudes?
Please don't be wise. Please don't be wise.
11? I don't think 11's gonna make it.
No.
Okay, what happens to them?
I control them. Okay.
Nice.
While the target is charmed in this way, a twisted crown of jagged iron appears on its head and madness glows in its eyes. The charmed target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that I mentally choose.
Nice.
If the target can act normally on its turn if you choose, if no creature or if none other, wait, I don't know. I think if I don't select a target, then it can be normal. But if I do select a target, it has to listen to me, is how I interpret
Gotcha.
that.
So as long as someone's in reach, then you can say, hey, that one.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I tell him to hit the one next to him.
Gotcha. And that'll be on their turn.
Correct.
Perfect. Anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think I can do anything else.
Yep. You are concentrating now on that spell. All right.
Yes.
That's a cool spell.
Oh, I'm also concentrating as a hex.
Thank you. All right. Up next, in the bushes here, you see another bugbear who's going to take a shot at you, Scooter.
Oh no.
But but I don't think a 13's gonna hit you.
Nope.
And they are going to. They take their shot. They will run up here. And I think that's all they can do. Yep, that's all they can do. Last but not least, one more goblin up here takes a shot at Azric. See, 18 to hit,
I'll do it.
7 piercing, and make your concentration check.
God.
Oof.
What is that? 22.
Yeah, you're totally fine. Up next, Lizard Friend is gonna smack their brother. So they're gonna try and bite him, which definitely hits. And they're going to do 4 piercing damage there. And they're gonna try and slam him with their shield. The shield misses. That's their turn. Hayden, all hell is broken loose.
Yeah. Okay. I've been trying to come up with a plan this entire time, and we are sitting ducks. I'm trying to measure something out right now. Okay. Okay. Hayden's gonna... Let me make sure I got this distance right. Okay. Hayden's gonna slide on over behind this man here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with my... what's it called? With my rakish audacity,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm standing here, I don't get sneak attack because that guy's. I'm in proximity with 2 people right now.
Yeah, but your allies are also threatening both of these people as well.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's fine. Which one has the thorns on him?
This one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna attack that one.
Mhm.
I'm gonna attack the one next to him.
Okay.
So here we go. I'm gonna try and stab that one in the back.
Go for it.
17 plus 5.
That definitely hits. That'll hit all day.
Okay. Damage. Where's my d8s? That's 1. Wait. Okay. D8 and then 2d6 for the snake.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Get them big numbers.
They're very big numbers.
Perfect.
16 damage on that guy.
Ooh-wee.
Oh my god.
16 damage as you sort of slide around and you just give him a stab, or I guess it's more of a slice with your saber. Hits him right in the back, and you've just cut him open. He's and is like doubling over.
Okay.
Near death. He just drops his shield at this point.
And because I'm dumb and I forgot what my subclass does, I wasted a bonus action disengaging last time.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I spent about 10 feet to get over here. I'm gonna waltz into these bushes
Sure.
behind me, about there.
Mm-hmm.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to attempt to hide with my cunning action. I can do that, right? Yes.
If you had broken line of sight from these two, you could. The problem is you are surrounded from all angles here.
Oh, I was thinking like the shrubs would be obstructing me completely.
Sure, I'll allow it.
You make the call.
Go for it.
I
Make
also
the
want
roll.
to say, people can hit the guy who's charmed. It doesn't like trigger anything.
Okay, I didn't want to like break the effect or something.
No, only if I get hit, I have to roll.
I forgot
Okay.
to roll my save last time, so they get a save every turn.
Sure, you want me to make the roll? Because if not,
Yes,
just
go for it.
Okay. See if this works. It's 11.
Okay. You dive into the bushes thinking you're about as hidden as best you can in the heat of battle being surrounded.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody's So I might die in the bushes.
Okay. This one who took the Eldritch Blast to the face sort of just reaches out, and they've got like a heavy club in one hand as well as the pistol in the other, and they just reach out to you from 10 feet away and just bash your head with this club.
Reach? Oh my.
That's a 19 to hit.
Bugbears, man.
Big time.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
Bugbears got those long
just-
arms.
And just goes over the top with you. And he's going to go over here and try and get some cover from you. Right there. Here we go. And make your concentration.
Oh, right. 16.
You're good. Azric, it's your turn.
Oh man, Azric is looking real bad. Oh, what is this?
The bugbear that hit you and took off in this position where you are now is 3/4 cover.
3/4. Okay, Does that
You
mean
could
I have-
move and negate that if you wanted, but
I got you. That case.
this one has dropped their shield and is all but given up at this point.
I'm gonna move. Let's see. 10, 15. Under the cover of the rocks, so hopefully maybe the goblins can't see me.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna blast this guy. The one in front
Okay.
of Taj.
He's okay.
He's what?
He's given up
Oh,
at this point. It's not his turn yet, but he's just dropped his shield and he's kind of just slumped there. He's not dead, but
oh, I see.
your call.
Is that
Finish it.
Kasich or is that Kasich or his buddy?
This one was Kurzak, and the one on the right is Karzak.
Kurzak and Kazak? Oh, huge.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm gonna blast this guy then.
Okay.
Okay. 17 plus 5, 22.
22 to hit. That hits.
Take 9 damage.
9 damage. With your Eldritch Blast.
Yes,
Reach out and
Eldritch
give him
Blast.
some tentacle time.
And then what is this? This is a bonus action. I'm going to Tentacle of the Deeps,
Ooh.
and I magically summon a spectral tentacle that strikes out your foes. So I'm gonna create one right in front of this guy, between him and Cooter.
Gotcha. Give me a moment to find a tentacle. I did not know you
Is
could
this
spawn
like-
tentacles.
Is this like Warlock spiritual weapon or something?
Kind of.
But go ahead. I can find my tentacle stuff later.
Okay.
So,
All right. And then I have to roll a hit.
Yep.
On that guy. My spell attack, yes. Okay. Yeah. 15?
15 misses.
All right. Oh, well, in that case, the tentacle just kind of wiggles in front of him then.
Okay.
What color
Very
is the
well.
tentacle?
Oh God.
It's the same as my Eldritch Blast.
Okay,
That teal ghostly visage.
gotcha.
Okay. One moment while I adjust the size of this tentacle.
So that's a big one.
There you go.
I was
Tentacle,
scared me
just
for a
for-
second there.
For now. For now, in a pinch. Okay, Cooter.
Is anyone else worried why Max has giant tentacles on hand?
D&D has... I had to find it, so...
Mm-hmm.
Cooter is panicking that all her friends are dying.
It's fair enough.
So I can do my bonus action first, right?
Absolutely.
So I am going to. Oh, can I target Azric from here? Because you said he's in cover.
He's got like half cover from above. He's like ducking underneath those rocks, so you
I
can
can use
see
my
him.
bonus action to healing word.
Yep, easy enough.
So that's oh baby, that is 9.
Wow.
Nice.
9 for a heal. And
you.
then she's going to. Can I move her onto this side of this bloke? 'Cause
Uh-huh.
she's mad that he's attacking her friendos. And then Booming Blade. How do we do this? So cast Booming Blade on
So for Booming Blade, you make your normal weapon attack on it.
yeah.
And then at this level, if they move, they're gonna take some damage.
Yeah. So that'll be on my sickle, I suppose. Because I had to get on this side of the heckin' spooky tentacle thing.
Yep, you can
Although
use your
I guess I
sickle.
I could attack through the ghostly tentacle, no?
Yeah, you just don't have the reach for it. I'm guessing you can cast through it. It's ghostly, right? Is it an actual creature?
It's a spectral tentacle.
Nah, actually I'll move there. I'll use my sickle anyway, just because
Go for it.
I don't like additional odds. And then let's see. So for the weapon hit, never mind.
What
6.
was it? 6 does not hit.
She flailing. She panicked. She flail. She try really hard.
Okay. Emmy.
Okay, I'm a walrus bear. I'm gonna smack the one that I tried to attack last time, and we're gonna hope it works this time.
The
I got
one
a
that has
new
the
D20.
crown.
No, the other one.
You know,
This one's given up.
it's okay if you do the one with the crown. It
Okay, I'll do the
doesn't
one with the
take
crown.
him out of
I'll do
it.
the one with the crown.
Yep. Just so everyone knows, the one on the right they're out of the fight. They've given up. If you want to attack them and kill them, it is all on you.
No. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Oh, but that means I won't take an attack of opportunity.
If you move, no.
Oh, let's go then. I'm gonna run over and fight the same one everyone else is fighting.
Well,
So the
this
bear
one still
gallops
is
over.
here.
But he's charmed.
Yep, he is.
But he
So you're
still
good.
Attack
has
me?
no damage on him, I don't
Yep.
think.
So you're good. You're good.
Yeah, as long as he's not gonna attack me, that's fine. Let's attack this guy over here. That's gonna be a bite for 14. No, 15.
Misses.
17.
17 hits.
Yes. Okay, so I'm just gonna claw him with my walrusy bear claws.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna take 2d4. Five damage.
5 damage.
Yeah. And I'm gonna slobber on him a little too.
All right. Anything else?
Oh, that's my turn.
This goblin is gonna move here. And take a shot at you, Hayden.
Hmm.
You're not hidden enough in the bushes. 17,
17 will hit.
3 piercing damage. And they're gonna duck behind this wall for the rest of their movement. Up next, it's their turn. They've dropped their shield and they've just put their hands up and they're just like kneeling on the ground, like covering their heads, like, all right, just don't kill me. And they're effectively they're giving up. They won't do anything unless provoked at this point. Alrighty, and I'll make them. They're kneeling down, so they're prone. This goblin.
They've moved to Australia for the remainder of combat.
Yes. They are gonna move to here. And they're gonna take a long shot at Cooter. And they're actually, I think, gonna hit at 19. It was with disadvantage.
Oh, it does.
You take 7 piercing damage. And they duck back over behind this
Oh,
wall here.
who's tickling me? What is that?
Up next, this goblin's gonna shoot right down on Hayden. 16 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
5 piercing. Taj.
I back up
Mhm.
here. And one more. And I don't lift Crown of Madness, but I don't target his friend.
Okay.
And I say, leave us alone and run off to a new place, or I'll make you kill your friend.
Okay. Make an intimidation roll for me.
Give me a good one. Not a good one. 3.
A 3. He just sort of snarls at him. He's like, not if I kill you first.
Then then I'll target his friend. Can I do that?
Sure. Yeah, if you want that to make his action as his target as his friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
You did not. What's the word? You do not talk back to me. You will pay the price.
Alrighty. Anything else?
Oh boy.
I'm done.
Gotcha. This bugbear is surrounded. They're gonna take a swipe at the scary monster that Emmy is and try and bite it. That is a 19 plus 4, so 23 to
That's
hit.
fine. It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. I'm just a bear.
3 piercing.
Okay.
And then they're gonna try and shield bonk you. That's a 14 to AC.
Yeah, that hits.
7 piercing. He just bites and
How
just
much was the first one? So sorry.
4. I don't know. I'm making it up now.
I think it's 4.
Okay.
Correct me in chat if anybody knows. I'll fix it.
So he just
So
bites
11
and just
total.
or yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah,
I messed up. You just take the 7, not the 4.
Oh,
I looked
okay.
at the wrong stat sheet. That's okay.
Well, now I'm extra fine. Okay.
Yeah. Up next is this goblin, and they're gonna take a shot at Taj. Natural 1. So you see an arrow just fly over your head. You look up and see this little goblin
These
with
amateurs.
a short bow. Okay, this lizard folk, based on your command, is going to attack their sibling, and they are prone,
Whoa.
so it will be at advantage.
Woof.
Well, that's dark. Sibling.
And
They didn't back off. They could have.
so they
Thing I'm
rolled.
not watching.
They rolled a 7 and a 6 with advantage, and that's not enough to hit him. So he bites and doesn't, and then he just takes his shield and slams it down and hits him again.
Oof.
That does hit. So it does enough. They are dying.
You can call this off. This is your fault. You made the choice.
God.
I gave you options and you chose death.
Aiden. Oh, they're gonna make their save, by the way. It's a wisdom save. It's a 13. I believe is what's your save DC? Taj.
My spell save DC.
Yeah.
It says 12.
Okay, so they're no longer charmed. They
Good,
made
because I
their
couldn't
save
do anything while they were.
already, and you are no longer concentrating. And they look down. They're like, "Oh God! Oh God!"
What?
Hey, your turn.
Okay. Well. This is a pickle. You said so that madness thing is not on him anymore?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, hmm. Okay, let me measure something real quick. Stretch. Okay.
Let's see what
Here's
you
what
do.
I'm gonna do. I am going to move to here. That's 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna, as my bonus action, I'm gonna dash,
Okay.
and I'm going to move. What are these things right here? These like archways. Are they
Yeah.
arches? Are they?
They're
Is there any
arches.
way to take full cover behind them? if
You
I
would
get in the right
get
spot.
like half cover behind those, I would say.
Okay. I'm gonna
All the-
move.
All the full covers down here where they were ambushing you.
That's fine. I'm gonna move here behind
Mhm.
this pillar, and so it's half cover if I'm standing.
It's just half cover, and then if you are prone, then they'll have disadvantage on you.
I'm gonna Hayden's gonna collapse and fall prone.
All right. Anything else?
No.
This one right here. He's gonna step out. And let's see. Step out here, and they're gonna smack Emmy. 19.
Yeah, it hits.
9 piercing damage. Azric.
All right. I'm gonna yell at Kurzak. I'm like, call off your goons before any more people die here.
Okay,
I'm gonna roll a persuasion.
go for it.
19.
Okay, and we'll see what happens on their turn.
Then I will ready an Eldritch Blast if he decides to charge at me with rage. Because
Sure.
He killed his own brother.
Cooter.
She grooving.
Cooter's grooving.
Mans is still in front of me. Okay. What's going to happen is, from all of this flailing craziness, she's going to finally remember she has inspiration and use that to once again try to madly strike at this big dude. She's basically like this tiny turtle who's got her like sickle and her
Mm-hmm.
yickle one. She's just like "Yeah,"
Mm-hmm.
flailing away.
For
Not
Azric,
at the
does that
same
tentacle
time.
stay there, by the way?
Does.
Okay, go ahead, Cooter.
So
Or you know,
yeah, the sickle,
I'll use
I
my
think-
bonus action to move it to this guy.
Go ahead, Cooter.
Yeah, sickle. Do I want to do anything else with my bonus? I don't think so just yet. Yeah, we're just gonna sickle with the booming. Oh my god, just kidding. She's just gonna continue flailing forever. Wait, do I get an advantage with inspiration? Is that
Yeah,
the-
you roll 2d20 and take the best one.
Okay,
If you use your
okay.
inspiration for it.
You go in jail, and then we're gonna get this one, and we're gonna kill it. Just kidding. That's an 11. So she's just
Not
gonna
enough.
continue flailing through inspiration. She's
Okay.
like lit up with inspiration and just
Mhm.
just nothing happens.
Gotcha. Emmy.
Okay, I'm gonna take a little leaf out of Cooter's book and use my inspiration. I'm gonna attack
Okay.
this guy again.
Go for it.
First with my giant walrus bite,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna roll that one with inspiration. Which was great because it was like a 1 and a 7, so that's not gonna matter. 7
Yeah,
plus
that'll
4,
miss.
no. And then we'll go ahead and do our little claws with a 5 plus a 4 for a 9. I'm warming up.
Mhm.
Warming up.
Those miss as
Fine.
well. These
It's
guys are
fine.
pretty tough.
Yep. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Up next is gonna be this goblin. They're no longer in a target-rich environment, so they're gonna move upwards. Um,
Oh
I'll
my
take
god,
a
I didn't
shot
even see that guy.
they'll take a shot at Taj. It's a 10. I don't know if a 10's gonna hit you, Taj.
No, it doesn't. Let's go.
Yeah.
This actually, it's still this lizard's turn, even though it says dead. They're making death saving throws. All right, this goblin is gonna move up here. They're gonna try and shoot at Azaric. I'm gonna say you got half cover from here.
Excellent.
Arrow plinks off the rocks in front of you. This goblin's gonna try and attack you as well. I'll call it half cover as well. Gonna miss. Taj.
I say again, please surrender. Does not need to go any further. And then I use twinned spell to do 2 fire bolts at the goblins up here.
Go for it.
Take advantage of those now.
Yeah. Okay. I am gonna DM you.
I thought you said I'm gonna damn you. I was like, what?
No.
I'm going to DM you, DM.
Yes, that's gonna hit for one of them.
Yeah, that one, and then 10.
Okay, so you
Wait,
hit
hold on.
this-
Do I add stuff? I add 4.
Yep. So
14.
you hit this one. You miss this one.
Okay.
Just barely.
Okay.
Taj's like, I'm going to damn you, DM. You are damned.
Haha.
She cries to the heavens.
No. 6.
6 damage. Okay. So you sort of let loose. You tell me, what does it look when you twin spell fire bolts at these goblins?
I kind of do like yoga namaste, like, and then point out and
I
like
love it.
hit them.
Yeah, and you see one firebolt sort of streaking up this hillside, and then it splits at the last moment, missing this one, hitting the wall, but this one takes the full brunt of it, and you just hear ah, and it just like drops its bow and just like it's falling backwards.
Nobody else has to die if you just give up now.
All right. This gentleman is gonna swing at Cooter, who keeps trying to swipe at him with the sickle. That's 22, so that will hit.
Yes.
$11 piercing to Cooter as it turns around and just whoom, with this big morning star right over the top of your shell.
Oh, that one hurt.
This one's gonna fire back at you, Taj, for trying to hit it with the firebolt, and it's gonna hit. So you will take 8 piercing. Top of the round. This crocodilian Kurzak says, hold on, everybody, stop, and just kind of is kneeling down and like trying to keep their sibling from dying. And they're gonna make a medicine check. They do stabilize him. Good thing too.
Ooh, nice.
And everyone else as this person is sort of waving everyone off. You see everyone sort of just lower their weapons and look around and see like, are they gonna stop? Are we gonna stop? And it's kind of that tenuous moment. So I will say, at this point in combat, is anyone else planning on continuing? Because if not, then they're giving up.
Nope.
I just want to run and heal Hayden before.
We'll do that in a
Okay.
minute. So,
Yo.
Okay.
all right. So at that point, Kurzak has called off the rest of the crew, and sort of the battle goes silent, and you all are no longer in initiative. And we will see
Oh,
what
dang it.
happens next after we get back from our break. So
Ah.
don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. So grab some snacks, get some drinks, stretch your appendages, and we'll be back here in just a few. BRB, everybody. And welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you've gotten your snacks and your drinks and stretched your appendages. We can dive right back into our episode. And also, if you are watching us, make sure to open up a tab and watch us on YouTube as well, even if you have to mute it. It will greatly help us because the more people that watch us, the faster we can get emotes over there and other fun things on YouTube. So thank you
Yeah,
all for
those
thumbs
supporting
up.
us.
Yeah, if you just have a tab open, mute it, does nothing to you, but it helps us so much.
Indeed. So, where we left off. In the battle, the group had surrendered as you forced one of them to down one of their companions, and they called off the attack. So there's sort of a tenuous truce going on right now, as they've all given up and they've dropped their weapons on the ground and are waiting to see what happens.
Taj like strides over, like super proud of herself, like almost like a dance, you know,
Mm-hmm.
over to them and is like, do you give up now? Are you going to leave this island?
I said we fucking get up. Why'd you have to go and do that for? Make me damn near kill my own brother.
I told you to stop and you mimicked me and mocked me. So
We're just trying to make a living. Yeah.
there are other ways to make a living. You can join a crew.
How the fuck we supposed to join a crew now? Boat's
You go to
gone.
another island and join a crew.
You ain't looking for a crew, are you? You sort of just look around at you five.
I look at Azric.
Amy looks really excited. Like when a little kid has to pee or something, or like when a dog's about to get a treat, like she's almost shaking.
Are you still in your
Still a
form?
bear.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
she's like a walrus bear, like
yeah, the walrus bear is just like.
Well,
I
we're not looking for a crew right now, but possible in the future if we come to an agreeable situation here. No one's gonna kill each other anymore, so let's all relax. And Azric walks up to the cat Karzak on the ground
Mm-hmm.
and uses his glowy, holy healing hands again.
Mm-hmm. How much HP do they get
Understood?
back? Oh, and they sort of just roll over and just get up from basically being pulled back from the grips of death. Well, no one's gonna kill anyone, all right? We're done. We won't take the supplies anymore. But I mean, fuck it, they've got plenty, and we have nothing. You know how it is. All these fucking divine people.
Oh, believe me, we definitely know.
It's the fucking haves and the have-nots. And the fancy city-states got all they want.
I understand, Kazak. We are of the same leaf, to say to speak. But you know, we have learned to work with them under a guise of that we are not who we say we are. So
How does that make it better? You're still doing work for them.
what is? How did they say it?
If they knew what you were, you'd be thrown away in an instant.
But
and we will
you must
sure
keep
that
your
doesn't happen.
friends close.
Kuda goes,
and not
"Who
enemies
are
closer."
you?"
Kuda, you know me. I'm Azric. This is Taj.
You just hear like coughing from the bushes. Like, fucking pirates. What does it look like?
Oh yeah, can I run over there and unbear and give him a little healing?
Sure. And he says, not
Nah.
just fucking pirates, just arcane spellcasters.
There is no room for us in this world, so we go and run with pirates, which is fine. But I think you need to find a bigger crew so that you can make more money.
We'll do what we can.
Listen, we are on the run ourselves, obviously. You know what Taj and
Literally.
I are capable of. And we're just trying to survive like you.
It's not that we don't need a crew; it's that we can't. We don't want to be traveling bigger than we already are. If we go back, we'll literally die.
So, what now? You just keep doing jobs for them in the city-states and hoping they don't find out who you are and furthering their agendas?
I think you're misunderstood. We are not hired by City State. It is a undercover job from his friend.
Your friend.
Do not know this person. We needed them for something, and in order for them to help us, we needed to help her first.
Yeah. Bit of we're scratching each other's backs to get what we both want.
I mean, you won't have any more trouble from us here on this island, at least. We'll have to find
That
a
is
way
all
off
we
of
care
it.
about. Go to the other islands. I do not care. I care about this one.
It's gonna be hard
we'll
to find a
agree?
crew, since our last one was obliterated by the hunters.
Maybe you can join a crew.
We'll do what we can.
How handy are you?
Pretty fucking handy with a blade.
Oh, well, that's not helpful. You should consider learning a trade.
For who? For them?
Oh,
And just
for
points
the-
off in the distance towards Linares.
Oh, no, not for those big dogs, for the people. Trade your handiwork with these fishermen. Help them repair their nets, repair their equipment. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to offer some forgiveness if you would help them out.
I think she's got the right idea. We just need to find a bigger crew, not such easy prey.
That's not what I said.
No, not you. Her, and points to Tosh.
You misunderstand me.
Listen, if we need a crew, we'll reach out to you. But right now, we're not in a position to get our crew together.
All right. Well, we'll move along.
And if we happen to cross paths again, can we just agree to disagree that we both go separate ways and move on unless we are in need of each other?
Of course, depending on the circumstances, but if all things equal, that sounds just fine to us.
And I put my hand out to like shake on it.
Mm-hmm. He shakes on it.
And then I twist my hand for him to kiss it.
Not happening, sorry.
I've never been so disrespected.
I'm sure you have.
Mm-mm.
We have an accord. Excellent.
We're gonna get out of here, but really think about who you're helping here. Really think about it and just kind of come on, and just motions, and then everyone else, so their crew just sort of makes their way down the path in the opposite direction. And from that, they of course leave all their weapons behind, having surrendered. So you get all of that as loot, in the tune of some short bows, scimitar, morning star, 2 pistols, shields, some hide armor, some leather armor, and some little bit of coin on them.
Oh, I'm a great shot. I need one of those pistols.
Is there
Now Brandon really does have a gun.
So,
gear
did
amongst
I
the loot?
did I get healed or
For 8.
for 8? Okay.
Was there fishing
should
gear amongst
probably-
the loot they left behind?
If you go look in some of these ruins, you can find remnants of sort of the foodstuffs and like some of the healing salves that were in that were part of some of the shipments, and you can find like some fishing gear and stuff there. Basically, they were using it to survive off of.
If we were to sell some of this stuff, how much would like the pistols go for?
Quite a bit. Pistols, firearms are pretty are more expensive than your normal weapons. You'll get about half price for them.
Do you mind if I call dibs on one of those pistols?
I believe you and Hooter would like them, so that's fine with me.
Mm-hmm.
You each can have basically 10 rounds of shot to go along with those pistols.
Okay. Pistol.
Well, I kind of don't want to give Walter his fishing gear back, but we kind of need to let them know that the situation has been resolved. No, it'll be fine. We'll just go back to Soraya, and she can just explain.
All right. If you keep the fishing gear, you can add some fishing tackle to to your inventory. Whoever wants it.
Excellent.
You just hear Hayden like wince in pain as he was bleeding out in the bushes before he got healed. And now he's just like, oh. You run with some nasty friends.
They're not their friends.
Acquaintances.
Mm.
We were part of a nasty group, yes. And we escaped.
Pirates. You were pirates. I said, were you pirates? And you said no.
I said yes. You did not hear me.
That's not. But yeah.
On you, I did not lie to you.
But I mean, Taj and I were pirates. We're not pirates.
Oh, you're not
anymore.
anymore. Oh, I mean, he looks
Look,
actually
Do I
disappointed.
believe him? Can I like insight on him or something?
It's up to you all. Are you deceiving?
I'm not. No.
Fine.
If Taj and I were to find another crew, then yes, we could be pirates again. But right now, we are on our own, and we are all we have.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we should head back then. Maybe camp out outside one of the hamlets.
But if our old crew managed to wash ashore here, then I believe, Taj, that we should be more careful, particularly with our appearance.
Yes. Maybe we go back and tell her that the deed is done.
What time is it now?
You got here in sort of the late hours of the evening, sort of the twilight of the day. So dinner time-ish, a little past. As a clarification point though, they were not part of your old crew. They were on a different crew from a ship called the Bearded Crab. They just recognized.
Can we
Or
do
perhaps
it?
we can make shelter here.
Yeah. Yes, I think we all need a rest. Especially you, love. You're not
Bearded
looking too
crab.
great.
Feel a bit better thanks to you.
Thanks to
Emmy.
Emmy. Well, so, you said 8. So
I was
I thought it was.
I put it in the chat. So.
Oh, did you? Okay.
All right.
Well, thanks to Emmy.
If
Do
they
you need
manage to
more
survive
healing?
out here, then we should be fine.
Not if we're gonna rest.
Sure would like to eat some actual food, like some of those crabs.
Well, I have fishing gear. Let's see what I can do. Probably not crab.
That'd be nice.
Fish.
I
All
do
right.
love a good fishing trip.
I guess we're setting up in this place for the evening then, huh?
So, Azric, if you're going to spend the rest of the time trying to catch some fish, just make a survival roll for me.
Oh yeah, something I'm terrible at.
Can I do it too? Because I want to come with him to.
You only got one fishing rod, so whoever wants to
I'll
fish.
give it to Cooter. I trust
Okay.
the turtle.
And it'll be the one time she fails miserably. 20! Natural 20!
Let's
Nice.
go.
Yay, fish party!
Roll
That's
a,
a 24 on the fish. What's up?
roll a d6 for me.
Come on, catch it.
6.
Like 5.
What's that?
Yeah.
6. Okay.
Now she
So
rolled.
you catch a surprising amount of fish. You're just basically pulling them off of the water. Maybe that's why they made their camp here. Very easy to catch fish here off of this little rise. So you're basically going to have enough rations for 2 days. So you won't have to use any more rations on your way back.
Nice.
He did say that he wanted to come this way because the fishing was better, and we should probably tell him he's right.
If he
love
deserves such
fishing spot.
knowledge.
Well,
The only way to make a man happy is to fill his belly with good fish.
Should we fast forward to watch?
You can make your camp here. This is an already established sort of base camp for these people, so it's relatively. You don't think anything's going to wander up on you here. It's been established for quite a bit, so no issue with watch tonight. So you all are free to discuss anything around your campfire until you'd like to go to the next day.
And long rested up, or
If you want to just fast forward to the next day, you can long rest. But if you want to talk about anything beforehand, you can.
Want to talk about
Sammy.
oh, you cut out. Say again.
I want to talk about pirates.
What would you like to know, Emmy?
Oh, what size ship were you on, and who was the captain, and where all did you sail, and did you find buried treasure, and did you find treasure that's under the water, and did you have a secret hideaway on an island? Oh, did the island have treasure on it? Did you have a hoard of treasure? How many swords did you have? Did you have to sword fight people? Was there anybody on your pirate crew that had a lot of tattoos? Do you have any tattoos? Oh wait, you have tattoos. Do you have any tattoos?
I do. Yes, I have these tentacle tattoos here. I have an anchor here that has a tentacle wrapped around it, and there's more tattoos
The
on
answer
this
is
arm.
yes. Mm-hmm.
All of it? The answer is yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what was the name of the ship and the captain? And oh, did you ever fight other pirates? Were you guys like the good pirates and you fought the bad
Yes.
pirates? And then have you ever fought a kraken?
Yes.
That's not true. I know that's not true.
No,
Yeah,
it
we
was
I
did
very
not
want
good.
fight
to test you
This too.
because I've seen
Yes.
them and they don't like to come out of the deep parts of the ocean.
That's what you think, but when you're sailing on really long deep sea trips, the kraken is a sailor's
It
worst
really?
enemy.
What's the coolest treasure you ever found?
Look at Azric.
Jeez. Just heaps of gold, of course. Jewels, paintings.
That's not a very cool. Oh, okay, that's cool.
No, gold is very
No,
important to pirates.
gold's really boring. I don't understand
No,
why
we
all the
thrive
books
off
say that people want gold.
We need it. You know,
What?
managing a crew on a big ship is not cheap. You need gold
Yeah,
to keep things
You
running.
pay them in gold? Wouldn't you just feed them and then share the other treasures with them? Wouldn't that be better?
Well, I mean, the captain decides all of that and decides what kind of percentage we get as crewmates.
Oh, so you weren't the captain. So who is the captain? What was their name?
Yes.
You know, it's best if we didn't know. But we were part of the crew.
Captain No? What?
Captain, yes.
Captain Yes? Oh. Why did he get that name?
I wink at Azric.
Because he said yes all the time.
He said yes? Or is it because if you didn't say yes to him, then he would cut your throat?
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yes! Oh, that's really exciting. Did you have a secret base on an island?
No.
Oh.
I mean,
Do you know any pirate songs?
yes.
Teach me. Will you teach me a song?
Sure.
I mean, he looks like a kid in a candy shop. You get the feeling she somehow has read a lot of books about like pirates, but you think it's like fantastical versions.
Like she read Treasure Island.
Yeah, like this world's equivalent of Treasure Island and a bunch of stuff like that. Yeah.
Here's a question.
Basically, you realize she's probably found a lot of pirate ships that have been sunk and was curious about them. So.
You said you escaped from your last crew. So how did you end up on Rosenden exactly? And how did you not know that Rosenden absolutely despises magic?
That is a tale for another time.
We got time.
Do we?
We have all night.
Oh, we have time. You could tell us more pirate stories. Oh, tell us the best pirate story you know.
Well, long story short, there was a mutiny. Aj and I got out, and we washed ashore, and not knowing which island we landed on. We woke up in a hospital.
Okay.
And then?
But when I first saw you, you were in the middle of the town square.
We escaped from the hospital.
We're the sort of type who don't like to wait around and get, ask questions. Well, we decided it was
Because
probably
you're-
best if we leave.
Past occupation, yeah?
Precisely.
Wait, so when we
Fair enough.
met you, you were just running from a hospital?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't do
wouldn't
anything like
say-
really cool? Like you didn't have any treasure you were trying to escape with? Or you hadn't like fought an evil city guard? Or like,
Oh, we
No,
fought plenty
we were-
of gods. Yeah.
We were able to
But I mean-
disguise ourselves by going invisible, and we walked away. Just right out the door.
So that was it then, huh?
I'm amazed
I
you
never
saw us. No one else saw us pop out of invisibility. So
Yeah, enough
You just
about
have-
us. Hey,
So
then
what were you
what are
doing?
you even doing in this area?
Perch atop buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wasn't there initially. I was in the market, actually, perusing when I saw two curious individuals appear out of thin air. Needless to say, was all it took to catch my eye. And I watched out of curiosity. Next thing I know, the two of you run off, seemingly taking an innocent individual up in your little storm of antics, and deciding that
Well, who was that?
That was you, Emmy. You were there.
Oh,
there had to be some sort of grand misunderstanding, and my foolishness in thinking perhaps I could save a few innocent lives from the gallows, I gave chase, did what I could, because once again, Rosenden despises magic and will kill you for casting it, and there you go, running down the streets, casting it willy-nilly, as if there was no issue at all.
Why, knowing what we are, why did you want to help us, knowing that you very well could be hung in the gallows as well?
Well, I thought to at least be able to sneak at least the innocent individuals away from the shenanigans, but alas, everything became a bungled mess in the end, and we wound up in the situation we were in. Now, I fully admit that I put myself in that scenario through my own curiosity and my own bleeding heart. But these two, I'm assuming, just innocent little bystanders, huh?
Could just see in the background, like tinkering with something, trying to work out how to make her hooks better when she's not in her workshop. And she's like, "What?" Noticing
one more
people like staring
question.
at her. Yes.
well, I don't know about you, Cooter. I don't want to speak for you, but I have a question for Taj and Azric.
Mhm.
Would it be okay? I mean, would it be okay if I join your pirate crew?
Sure. What kind of skills do you have?
I can turn into a walrus bear. I can cast some spells, healing spells. I can breathe underwater. I can swim really fast. Oh, I know
you're
like a
in.
lot about treasure. I know about a lot of like famous historical treasures because I've read every book in the library back home that has anything to do with lost treasures. That's
You're in
my
our group?
favorite.
You say less. You're
I'm
here.
in the crew. Oh my gosh, Kidder, did you hear that? I'm in the crew.
Oh, that's wonderful, darling. She's like whimpering.
Are we gonna
Well-
go on adventures?
Let me ask
Um,
you a question, Hayden. It feels like you have a certain disdain for our type.
Maybe that's what happens when you get shot, and then shot, and then shot again. By said type. You'll have to forgive me if my mood was a bit sour in the moment, as I was on death's door, bleeding out on the ground.
Well, fortunately, we all survived. And to answer your question earlier, how we got two innocent beings caught up in the chaos, and it was the chaos that we sought after to increase our odds of survival.
So,
Exhausted?
Didn't intend Emmy or our venerable Kuta to get caught up in the mess of us trying to escape the gods, but if I'm quite being honest, I think we all work well together. We all banded together to escape the prison. We managed to find a small ship and leave Rossadon and make it here. I think we make a very fine crew.
What do you say, pirate crew?
It could be something
Gosh,
else.
oh my gosh, oh my
Sailor
gosh.
crew, seafaring mercenaries. If you don't want to be associated with pirates, there's many.
Pirate is so much fun. It's a fun word.
Exactly. Why would you not want to be a pirate? Everybody knows they're really cool.
Maybe we could come up with a fun name to call ourselves.
Kuda hears that and she's just like, oh dears, my time with adventure is over. I just have so much of my research to do.
What are you researching?
Oh, it's just some old stuff that I was hoping to investigate in Rosedon, and then now we're here, and I'm not sure when I'll be able to get back again, or if I'll be able to get back again in my lifetime.
We will find a way to get you back, but maybe you stick around with us until we find that way.
Oh, if that would be possible, I would be truly grateful.
What are you
and-
researching, though?
Oh, just some old legends I've heard.
Oh?
Oh, just about the mouth and what was happening
The-
around the time. It was
the
just one of my
mouth?
hobbies.
Oh,
You
mean...
haven't heard, dear.
Oh, no, you mean the Dark Ocean. We don't go over there. We try to keep
wouldn't suggest that
people
it's
from
not
going
that.
over there. Actually, we consider it better if no one goes there, actually.
No, I entirely agree, love.
But
My
are you
research-
going to go there?
No. God,
Oh.
no. I didn't want to go too. Oh, no, thank you.
I've just always wanted to see it, but it was off limits.
But if there is treasure there, then maybe it is not
Far
off
too
limits.
dangerous. There's nothing left in the mouth
You
that I wouldn't suggest.
Would
it.
want to go to the mouth of the abyss.
Oh, not in it.
Oh God, no, not
Just-
I. No.
You don't want to see it? I thought pirates were all about danger and adventure. Like, don't you want to at least see it with your own eyes? I've only
there
read about
is
it in
risk.
books.
And there
There's
is
not
too
bad.
much pain from that part of the world, dear.
Not all about danger and adventure. It's just kind of finds.
That's what all the books say. That it's about pirates. They just don't want to live a normal life, and they want to be all about danger and adventure.
Oh, well,
Oh, you
I
see,
think,
they have no choice but to live dangerously.
yeah,
Comes
not
as a
we
part
can-
of their choice of occupation.
And somebody needs to
mean?
protect you all from yourselves. Good
Well, if you
Lord,
heard
the way
our
that you
reptilian
treat
friends
them.
earlier, that they are not allowed to enter the city. They are pirates. We are not upstanding citizens. We break the law by necessity. We have to survive, and above all else, we want to be free. Free
Free
of
from what?
laws or governing systems or politicians. We can live a free life and do what we want.
Well, if you want
That's what
me
I want.
to come with you, you are going to need to behave. No more of this causing trouble and instigating arguments. You need to behave. It's for your own good. I'm not saying that you can't be free and stick it to the man, but you need to protect yourselves better.
That's what we were doing. We were protecting ourselves from these bandits.
Of course, Granny.
No, you were aggressively provoking them, dear.
I agree to
I'm
disagree.
no fool. And you need to keep a lid on it just a little more than you have
If
previously.
you tell me to keep a lid on it, I will make you go to sleep.
She says that, but it might not actually work.
She's already like on the way to falling asleep after all this action while she was finishing this, and she's like, "Ugh."
Listen, it makes sense that we stick together now, and after we do our business and get back to town, if we so part ways, then so be it. Let fate decide.
I think you should join our crew. We're gonna find all sorts of treasures and we're gonna go on lots of adventures. And oh my gosh, it's gonna be really exciting. We're gonna have sword fights. Oh, I'm gonna learn how to shoot a cannon. Oh, can you shoot your? Can you shoot? What?
You know how to use the sword?
No.
Hazard just hands Emmy one of the scimitars. Like, well, here you are. You're a pirate now.
Oh my gosh, I'm a pirate. It's really happening. I do not know if my mic caught that, so let me know if I need to. Okay.
It's up to you, Hayden.
I don't think
I
there's
should
anything
come.
wrong with the
It's gonna be fun.
temporary working relationship.
We're gonna find so much treasure. Maybe we'll find more doorknobs.
I am
why?
curious about your leisure. I think at a certain point we all are, right?
Let's just say it's part of our dark past. Contains information that Taj and I need.
For a bright future.
And if we are partners in this endeavor, would that information be of use to all of us then?
You circumstantially, but yes, you're right. If we are going to be a crew, then it is important to all.
I'm of the same mind.
Excellent. And
Hayden holds up a flask that's got about a quarter of it left with rum. He says, partners.
Right?
Heather just has a water skin. Just holds it up. Partner.
Do pirates usually drink to seal a deal?
Yes. Usually with rum or alcohol.
Oh no. Okay, I'll do it. I'm a pirate now. I can do it. And I'll reach out for some rum.
What, in like a... You want me to give you the flask?
Yeah.
Hayden's gonna... I almost said it. Hayden's gonna drink the remainder of it and leave just like a sip's worth left in the flask and gives it to her.
So it's just like a little sip.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
can't spit
Emmy's
out
gonna
all
like
this stuff.
close her eyes and like try to down it. And then hold on. Oh, that's a natural one. She spits it all in your face, Hayden. Oh God, it burns. I hate it. I hate it. I mean, I love it. It's really good. It's really, really good. I love it because I'm a pirate. And I have some more.
He just takes the flask back and doesn't say anything.
I'll just take first watch.
I think I'll take first this time as well.
Kuda doesn't want to keep like getting out of watching, but
Oh no, I think we're okay
He's
with
just
it, but it's
old
up
and
to you.
Buddha, I am going to sleep. And you will watch. Second.
you have to shake
I was just
her
like,
awake.
I don't mind taking advantage.
Me, you will wake Kuda. I do not want to be woken up for any watches.
That's fine,
What?
Taj.
Okay. So Cooter and Emmy are second watch then? Okay.
The night's going to go by without any issue, so unless you want to discuss anything on your watches, then everything's going to be a-okay.
Said all there is
I
to
think
say.
we've said all we wanted to say
Yeah.
right now.
I think
Very well.
We're all right.
For now, yeah.
Very well. So you wake up the following day. If you push hard throughout the day, you could make it back to Linares very late in the evening. Unless you wanted to camp out again somewhere in between.
We camp out again.
I think we need to rush.
I think we gotta push through, right?
And we're not in a hurry, so I don't see any reason to stress over it.
We push through. Do we get a point of exhaustion?
But you would find an inn immediately and go to sleep, so wouldn't matter at that point.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sure. We'll push.
Okay. You push through the evening. Are you going back to the Albatross, the same place that you had stayed in before, next to the harbor?
Guess so. I don't know any other places. Guess that's up to Cooter.
They have the best clams.
The albatross it is.
The albatross.
All right.
Cooter's our food guide to the world.
The resident foodie, because she's been around.
Mhm.
Must have read been seen years ago.
Yeah.
All right. So you make your way back to Linares.
And, like,
It takes
Republished a million times. It's
the entirety of the day. So you're getting there late, like 9 or 10 o'clock at that point. But
And we've had our long rest in the meantime, yeah.
yes,
Making
you had
sure
a
side
long
note.
rest as you slept where you fought pretty much. And then
I
now
confirm.
Mhm.
So I don't forget.
yes.
Never mind.
And then as you make your way to the Albatross, if you're going to stay there for the evening, it is going to be 2 silver pieces for each person, so a gold in total.
Take it out of the party loot we got.
Sure. Yep. Y'all can keep your accounting on that. Um,
Yeah, how much was that?
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
in-
you told us how much coin it was.
It's in the chat. 15 gold, 10 silver, 8 copper. And then later on, if you want to sell any of the equipment, you can get half price for it. Just let me know what you're going to sell and whatnot, and you can keep whatever you want to keep. So you get your rest here at the Albatross, and you wake up the next day in the grand city of Linares with its tall walls and stone buildings.
Morning all.
Morning.
So
Or just go straight to the Saria? Or shall we?
just some breakfast, sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
Okay. I guess we'll have some breakfast and then head towards Saria.
All right. Yep. You can have your breakfast for like 3 copper per person. Not too expensive here. And you make your way over to Saria's Forge. Is that your destination?
Yeah.
Yes.
So a short, brisk walk over back to Saria, and she's there at her forge, sort of hammering out some metal. Welcome back. That was quite quick. Have you succeeded in your endeavors?
This
I believe
would be-
so.
Were you able to recover any of the previous shipments? Or
Did we grab
Is that
them?
what all the is that what all
No.
these weapons are? Or
no, they took the
No,
shipments to survive. So
oh, okay.
Well,
We
yeah, they
handled
like ate it.
we handled the bandits, but they ate all the ship.
pity. Well, at least they are not going to bother anyone else anymore.
That's correct.
Very well, then I guess you've held up your end of the bargain, and I guess I will hold up the end of mine.
does she make? Is she forging weapons, or she do armor and weapons?
Right now, she's forging like basic materials like tools, that kind of thing.
Okay.
There are some weapons and armor if you look sort of on the rack behind.
I'm just I want to when we're finished with this, find a place to sell the pistol and then purchase some armor
Okay,
if I can.
very well. She's like, so where is the book that you would like me to help you
I
with?
hand it over and like bow, like in respect.
Mm-hmm. She takes it. Do you want this lock intact or?
The lock does not matter to me as long as when we open the book, we do not succumb any harm.
Well, if you can fashion a key that will work for the lock, then that would be preferred.
Hmm?
It will take some time. I perhaps could do it, or just break the lock. It's she sort of holds it up. It's flimsy. It's whatever you guys want to
That's
do.
fine.
You can
So
break
you
the
can-
lock.
You can bust it open. It's all right.
So good. And she just grabs like a basically a hammer and like a small, it's like pick like a to hammer. And she goes dunk and just smashes this lock. Just obliterates it with a quick hit of the hammer. And she's like, all right, let's see here. One moment, please. And so she sort of sets the book and then she takes a deep breath, closes her eyes.
As her hides behind a pillar.
And
Montage.
she loudly proclaims an incantation. Oh shit. She rolled a natural 20 on her check for dispel magic. So she no. So
I
she
got scared
puts
for a second.
her hand on the book and then proclaims a spell in the name of the lightsmith. And you don't really see much of a change in the book. And she goes, there we go. And she just opens it up. As you kind of wait for the impending kaboom, there's not one.
Are you sure that it is good?
It is good. Do you not trust my abilities? And she holds the book up and fans through all the pages and sort of points it at you.
I take it and like bow again, like thank you.
You're welcome. If you are in need of additional work, I could perhaps introduce you to my superior.
As far as jobs or things that will be done under the table.
As far as work that would pay you money,
I
think
look at the crowd. Do we want a job?
We are in need of funds.
Honest work
Cut in
for
half.
honest pay is the best way.
I suppose we could take work in between our own adventures and endeavors.
very well. Are you busy now?
Can you give us 5 to 10 minutes, please?
Of course. Take as much time as you'll need. I will be here.
Is there like a private area where we can go and talk?
Sure. I mean, you're out in sort of this large business district, and she has sort of an open air forge. With the lightsmith, it's sort of both a place of worship and a place for work, because they're sort of the patron of like the forge and those sort of things. So you can find a place here to talk out of earshot. She's not going to just try and listen to you.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as it's out of earshot from like anyone.
Sure.
More private place. And I look through the book with Azric, and we're like thumbing through to see if it's what we thought it was.
So as you are thumbing through the pages, you can see diagrams. You see some sort of scripts that you're not familiar with. Make an
Language?
intelligence. Make an intelligence roll for me. Just, I'll say investigation.
All right. Nat 20, baby. 21.
Yes.
21. This is definitely someone's rudder. You can't determine whose it was. You assume it was your captain's since it was in their possession. You know that they're highly valuable between pirates. Getting your hand on someone else's rudder would be, like in your instance, quite valuable. As you're looking through the pages, this is not another language. This is coded to keep prying eyes from looking at said pages and running off with information. Could be broken. Will take some time.
God damn it.
What?
Hayden walks up behind Azric and Taj and puts his hand on their shoulders and says, "Partners,
Oh,
find anything interesting?"
No, it is not legible.
Can I poke my head in too, and can I see if I know what the writing is? Like I want it to be total like they're doing, and then Hayden like wanders over, and then maybe his head just like kind of pops up like between them in the book. Like, what are you looking at?
It's nothing that you know, Emmy. I get what you're getting at, Hayden, but it is not that kind of language. This where your sort of roguish abilities and experiences might allow you to know some sort of coded messages and languages amongst those that are sort of trying to keep information private. This specific thing is like a wizard wanted to keep their own writings and scrawlings private. So it's not just like a thieves' cant.
Wow. That is interesting, isn't it? I can't make a word of it.
Nor can I.
Is this a treasure map?
It is a treasure map, Emmy. This is why I did not take the job right away. Because maybe we could make our own treasure, not to be bound to someone else's rules. But,
Yeah, I can't make any sense of this, so we're back to where we started.
well, maybe we table it and take some jobs, and we meet somebody along the way who can help us while we figure it out on our own.
Diz, can I take a look at that for you?
As long as I hold it.
Can I use identify?
This isn't magical. What was magical on it was the sort of arcane ward. So there's
So it's
nothing.
not- But
It's just another language.
Yeah, there's nothing to identify here.
Gotcha. So it's like just the way that it's written is,
Like in a code.
yeah, just for
Yeah.
that person. Gotcha.
It's like looking at a cipher and the words are just sort of gibberish to you all. For identify, yeah, this is identified won't.
yeah, that's if it had
anything
like
here.
something else on it. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that would be more along the lines trying to identify a magical item, like if you found it. But this is not the case here.
Looks like you have a mystery on your hands. And I do love a good mystery myself. So, one goal to work towards is finding someone that can decipher this mess.
I might be able to do it, but it will take time. I am a wizard, but this is above me.
Make
I
an
would
Arcana check.
advise to not say that too loudly.
16.
There are ways to perhaps magically hide meaning to words. While the spell to do so is not necessarily out of your reach, being able to read someone else's script that may have used this spell is a much different story. Typically, this sort of writing would be for their eyes only, but only much more powerful spellcasters can utilize abilities to read someone else's sort of coded script.
So I'm going to repeat that back to you. So they essentially used a spell to code it, but in order for me to uncode it, I would need a much higher spell
To be able to read it.
be able to read it.
Mhm.
Okay. Could I, like, over time decipher it if I study it every night and try to, like, do stuff like that? Or is it like, no, you need that spell?
You could try. We'll see what happens. I will say that with the 16, you know well enough about this spell in that if you were to attempt to try and dispel this message, it would cause everything to disappear. So it's not a matter of can you dispel the spell to find the hidden meaning. It takes something much more powerful.
Sorry, I'm
Then
taking notes.
That's totally okay. It is
I think
potentially a wealth of information, and as such, any good captain or wizard captain, for that fact, worth their salt, are going to do their best to keep it secret. But nonetheless, once that is cracked, you will have a wealth of information at your fingertips.
So is it like normal that pirates cast magic because they're not allowed to cast magic in the normal city states?
Emmy,
so
please.
they
please.
Emmy,
sorry.
I
I just-
put my finger to Emmy's mouth and like
I just wanted to know.
you can know, but you have to know in privacy, or maybe when it is just us and we are not in a place with other people might be able to hear and or have resources to spy.
I understand. Sorry.
Maybe anytime you want to ask about pirates, we do so at a campfire.
Okay. I'll save all my questions and ask later. I understand.
The answer is always going to be yes.
Oh, I like this.
all right. Well, I think we need a job then. Just the meat ends. Meat?
We'll find Saya.
Easy enough. You went around the corner or in her shop to kind of discuss by yourselves, and she's still at her forge, so easy enough to find.
We would like to meet your superior.
It's very nice to hear. I am sure that he will be pleased to know of people with your abilities that are willing to help the lightsmith in the Church of the Lightsmith. Well, I suppose we are off to meet Priest Adamir. So follow me.
All right.
And she will lead you through the city, where her sort of small localized forge / place of worship was on the edge near the walls. She's sort of leading you directly to the heart of Linares, a large sort of stoned cathedral with an open air sort of grassy area in front of it, just sort of towers over other buildings that are around it. Stained glass windows portraying the lightsmith, her anvil, her hammer, all around and throughout this cathedral. And you make your way inside. You can see there is a large forge in the middle. Many people working on it, at least 6 to 10. They're making armor, they're making weapons, hard at work. There are people leaving offerings in front of sort of this pulpit with a large statue of the lightsmith, similar to what you saw coming into the city, the grand sort of metallic statue there. They're leaving coins, any bits of pieces of metal. Some people are leaving whole ingots there for them to use. at this forge here. And she sort of leads you past all of them into a room into the back to meet Priest Adamir. And that is where we will end our episode this evening. So next time you all can see what Priest Adamir has to say and what jobs he has in store for you all.
I think Emmy just won the campaign.
She's done. You're all good.
She's done. I mean, like, she's got to keep playing because she's on the crew, but like, I feel like goals achieved. I mean, there's more, but yeah, she just really wanted to be an adventurer, and now you guys know why she's been putting up with your bullshit.
Our bullshit. She's the one that doesn't say shit. Like,
What? Mm-hmm.
Well, with that being said, thanks everyone so much for watching and supporting the channel and supporting the stream.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. If you haven't yet, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watch all the amazing content we have out there. But with that, I think we need to dole out some inspiration for the MVP. So I will go ahead and start this poll in the chat, and whoever gets the votes, yes, go ahead.
Does anyone already have inspiration?
I used mine
Learn
today.
my lesson.
Yep.
Everyone,
Learn my lesson.
you still have inspiration moves?
I do, yeah.
So then you can't vote for moves.
All right, and we will start in reverse order this time. So each of you have 30 seconds to tell us why your character deserves the MVP vote. We're going to start with Taj. You first.
Taj deserves the MVP because she basically owned that fight by making that guy surrender, because we were all literally about to die or our next move was run away. And she holds the key to the book for all the treasures.
There you go. Simple, easy, quick, to the point. Up next, Hayden.
Well, I almost died. So,
Pity me.
perhaps a pity vote.
Pity vote.
It's like, I'm not above that.
Emmy.
Hi, Emmy here. So I just want you all to know that I decided to become a pirate, and I'm pretty sure I won the game. So you should vote for me so that I can help protect my new pirate friends, my new pirate best friends that let me join their crew, and I've got to take care of them. And so I need inspiration so I can do that. Thanks, everyone. Yeah.
Cooter.
Kuta might not be the MVP of combat, but she makes a mean fishing rod and catches some mean fish.
She's the MVP of our hearts.
She knows where to find the best clams in town.
Amazing. Last but not least, Azric.
Hello, Azric. I already have such inspiration thanks to the incredible community who's been watching the stream. So, place your vote elsewhere. But I know that you would have voted for me again. But thank you.
Love it.
All right. I am, after your speech, one person voted for you out of spite, Azric. But there's still some time on the clock.
Don't tell me what to do.
But I'm calling it here. Taj, you won by a landslide.
nice.
So take your inspiration.
Nice.
And
Bossed it
Ooh, you had
today,
8
though.
votes.
Yeah, we were a boss bee. Let's go.
yeah,
I told you we were sassy today, did I not?
you sure did.
You got
You
that sassy vote.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone so much for watching and or listening. Make sure to come back Monday for Tome of Knowledge and Tuesday for our art stream, and then of course the campaign tool will continue next Friday. So thanks everyone and have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.